evening, fans, and welcome to the Richland Football Network for tonight's Week 4 action between the Bishop McCort-Carroll Crushers and your Richland Rams. Tonight, Richland will head to Sargent's Stadium at the Point, riding on a 3-game win streak to start the year. The Westmont Hilltoppers could not stop the Rams last week for Richland's first annual House of Blues game. Not even a lengthy 90-minute lightning delay could affect Richland's performance in this one. The Rams got things started right out of the gate on defense as Joe McEnany forced a fumble that was pounced on by Ethan Janidlo on Westmont's first play of the game on offense. Evan McCracken would then punch it in for his 4th touchdown of the year a few plays later. Then after a defensive stop, Evan McCracken would catch a screen pass from Grayson Mala and would make the Westmont defense look silly, juking just about all 11 men out for an 81-yard touchdown to double Richland's lead to 14. Richland would then capitalize on great field position, scoring on a 19-yard touchdown pass from Mala to junior Austin Yarnick for his first touchdown on the year. Later in the second half, following the lengthy lightning delay, Richland would get touchdowns courtesy of Jameer Christian from 85 yards out, and Evan McCracken would also reach pay dirt for the 3rd time on the night, adding another touchdown to his ledger, bringing it to 6 on the season so far. Easton Robertson also had a nice chunk gain of 43 in the 3rd quarter, which would help add to a great performance from Grayson Mala, who ended the game completing 10 of his 18 attempts, totaling 277 yards passing and hitting on 3 touchdowns. Here are the other results from games in the LHAC from Week 3. Central Cambria takes down Bedford 12-7. Bald Eagle and Penns Valley go toe-to-toe, with the Eagles coming out on top 28-23. Penn Cambria defeats the Rangers in Forest Hills 40-20. Chestnut Ridge moves to 3-0 on the year with their win against Bishop McCort. Bishop Guilfoyle has no problem with Bellefonte, winning 49-6. Clearfield bounces back with a solid performance against Phillipsburg, beating the Mountaineers 44-7. Huntingdon has a complete game, beating Bellwood 41-16, getting their first W of the season. And due to extensive weather delays on Friday, Central and Tyrone would have their game pushed back to Monday, and the Scarlet Dragons would win 42-7.
Who is it recording now? Yeah. Who do I look at? Do I look at you?
Look at the camera.
At the camera? Freaks me out, man.
Alright, what if I stand like this? No,
The person on the team that pulls the most girls, Preston Warner.
Probably Evan McCracken or Jimmy Malauskas.
Person I think who gets the most girls on the team is Preston Warner.
I've seen Rico walking with the girls a lot. Rico.
Well, for my answer, who pulls the most girls, I'm gonna have to say Evan McCracken. Like it's pretty cool.
Who pulls the most girls? I'm gonna say Jude. I think Jude does.
That's
The only right answer is Evan McCracken, and it's not even close.
And Preston Warner.
Who pulls the most girls?
I'm probably gonna have to say a tie between Preston Warner and McCracken. I mean, it's just like the Riz is impeccable.
No Rico.
Evan McCracken pulls the most girls.
Noah Lee Ritko.
Yeah, Evan McCracken.
Jude McGurwa or Preston Warner.
Preston Warner or McCracken? I got Jude McGarrell.
I think Evan McCracken gets the most girls.
Preston Warner. Preston Warner.
No, I don't.
Who gets the most girls? Evan McCracken.
Who pulls the most girls on the team? I'd have to say Preston Warner.
We should all just say Luke to prank his girlfriend.
I'm not gonna break any.
Oh my god.
Easton's mother.
Now let's take a closer look at the lineup of games for the rest of the LHAC here in Week 4. Bedford will head to Pencambria to battle the Panthers. Forest Hills looks to hand Chestnut Ridge their first loss of the season in New Paris. Bellefonte will host the Clearfield Bison. It's a clash of eagles tonight, as Tyrone will play Bald Eagle in Wingate. Central has a battle against the Bellwood Annis Blue Devils. Penns Valley will play the Phillipsburg Osceola Mountaineers. Johnstown will play the Central Cambria Red Devils in Ebensburg. And the Bishop Guilfoyle Marauders will host the Huntingdon Bearcats.
It's a friendly rivalry. We give each other a hard time. We both want to win more than anything.
Yeah.
And want our teams to have success.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Four Down Territory. I'm your host, Brooks Lohr, Realtor with Realty One Group. As always, sitting next to me, head coach Brandon Bailey. Coach, how we doing today?
Great, man. Winning's better than losing.
Winning's better than losing. Tell you what, starting to feel like fall a little bit outside.
Yeah, getting chilly.
I've got my long sleeve on today. So, again, we're going to start off talking about the Reckless Ram. Coach this week, Carson Reckner, senior lineman, third lineman in a row to win that award. What do you have to say about him?
Yeah, he played great. If you were at the game, I mean, he was just getting after it. Doing some really special things on special teams. Playing recklessly and really bringing a lot of energy to the team.
Yeah, he made some big hits. I saw him kick off. It was kind of fence level, and I think everybody saw that.
Yeah, there was some oohs and ahs on that. Yeah.
Yes, there was. All right, let's get started. First down. Coach, I want to talk about momentum because the Rams started off perfectly, right? Forced the turnover, went down, scored. We're up 21-0, and then the weather delay hits. And, kind of seemed like coming out of that weather delay that Westmont came out pretty determined, and ultimately the Rams won 35-7. But how do you handle a situation in what felt like an endless weather delay?
Yeah, it was lengthy, and we just kind of let the kids be natural in the locker room. Fortunately, we were up, so we just allowed them to kind of come in, listen to music, hang out. As we got near the end of it, we treated it as a regular halftime, going through our regular halftime where we watch some film on offense, defense, make adjustments. But again, fortunately, we were going up and down the field on offense, playing great defense. It was 21-0 at the time, and I think it was about 4 minutes left in the half. And we actually came out, we got a stop, and I thought we were going to score. Just missed on a touchdown pass, just missed on a field goal attempt, and then they got a long run and put one in. And momentum's real. It's why people love college football and high school football, because things change. You never know where things are going to go.
And to speak on top of that, too, with the Blue Out night, I mean, talking about momentum, that Richland crowd was packed with Blue, and I'm assuming after, because I know I went home and watched the rest of the game on YouTube, having a smaller crowd or not, maybe the kids weren't as hyped to go back out or the weather, but the Richland Rams fans did a great job of getting out Friday night.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, it was a good night, and you came out of the locker room and you saw lots of blue in the crowd, and it was a little bit thinned out after the weather, which we understand. But shout out to Richland Rams Football Network for making sure they have a good product out there for people to watch.
Yeah. And if you don't know, you can watch the game, home games, on the Richland Football Network, which is live broadcasted on YouTube. So search for Richland Rams Football, and if you can't make the game, you can find them there. Going over to second down, Coach, the offense was really clicking on Friday night. They seem to be working a little more cohesive now. Defense flying around, they look faster. We're 3 weeks into this now. What type of identity is your Rams starting to form?
I think, even though we have some really tremendous individual football players, I think the identity is these kids are a team, and winning is above everything else. They play for each other. They play to make sure we win games. And when you get a mix of that with really talented kids, I think this team has a chance to do some special things and win some championships.
Yeah, and against a team like Westmont, everybody's got to be on the same page, or like we saw right before halftime, a run can get.
Yeah, because you have to play unconventional against Westmont. We literally play 7-2 defensive front and have two safeties that are responsible for half the field.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend that against anybody else, but against Westmont, that's what we're going to run.
That's the key to victory there.
So far.
So far. All right, Coach, let's head into third down. I think everybody knows the importance of this week. You know, week 4, Bishop McCort, Richland Rams. The Rams are headed to the point on Friday night. Their head coach, Tom Smith, was by your side here for many years as a defensive coordinator. Just kind of inside your mind, what's it like going against the guy you spent so much time with, and now he's on the opposite sidelines? Do you guys talk at all during the week? Is there any playful banter going on, or is it strictly business?
Yeah, I mean, Coach and I came in here at Richland together in 1999. We both were outsiders that were, I think, welcome into the Richland community, and it was a lot of good times building up a program together. He was heavily involved in the strength and conditioning piece and with the defense, and then he's moved on to some different opportunities at Greater Johnstown and now at Bishop McCort. So yeah, it's a friendly rivalry. We give each other a hard time. We both want to win more than anything.
Yeah.
And want our teams to have success. I mean, Tom's in the kid business because he loves motivating kids, and I think he does a great job of that. And I think we do a great job of it here, and it's going to be fun on Friday night. There's absolutely banter with text messages back and forth.
Yeah.
I'll actually tell him what plays we're running, and then we'll do it and hopefully score. So.
Coach, this is a great American rivalry game Friday night that Richland has kind of controlled and dominated as of late. What can we expect to see of the Rams Friday night when they travel to the point?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big game. I mean, they're struggling a little bit, and they're off to an 0-3 start. But through the years, even if teams don't have the best of records, they're going to come out and play hard, and we don't expect anything less. So we'll have to come out. We'll have to, it's coach speak, but we'll have to take care of the ball, not turn the ball over, force turnovers, win that line of scrimmage, and we do those things. I'm pretty confident that we'll have some success.
Yeah, and that's coach speak, but it does, pretty much turn into wins when that happens, right?
No doubt.
All right, Coach, fourth down, as we know, Point Stadium Friday night, which is a pretty historic venue in our Johnstown area, and they've hosted some concerts. I've been told that Bon Jovi has been there. I've never been to a Bon Jovi concert there, but I trust the folks a little older than me. So I got a fun question for you. You get 3 concerts, your 3 dream concerts. Acts can be alive or dead. Rest in peace, Mr. Biggie. Who are you going with?
Yeah, well, I can confirm Bon Jovi was here in town. It actually rained so hard on before they had turf that they had to postpone the Ken Lancey game because of the John Bon Jovi concert, which I think McCort's Coach Smith, was at the time. And I think actually he might have been on that Ken Lancey team at that time as well.
Double dipping that one.
He was a busy guy. But I think dead or alive, when you start talking about concerts, I think. One of my favorites, I actually just went to it. Guns N' Roses is one of my all-time faves. If you want to go back in time a little bit, certainly, Biggie, who's up on the wall here today. I just missed an opportunity. I went to school at the University of Connecticut. Biggie was on campus my senior year, like our spring weekend, and I got sidetracked and missed the concert.
Oh, no.
So I figured I could just go see him again. I didn't do it, but anyhow, would have loved to see. Would have loved to see Biggie, and I think my final one. I just got to go, old school traditional. I'm going to go with the Elvis Presley. I think Elvis would be a cool concert just to kind of see the King working.
Yeah, I think it's a great list. Pretty diverse.
A little eclectic, yeah.
But with that list, we'll head into our overtime question. Friday night before the game, I stopped at Five Guys with some buddies to grab a bite to eat, and I'm always so sad at the cash register there, and I'm so happy sitting at the table there. So I got to ask, what's your favorite burger in town?
So many good ones. Five Guys. It's a great burger. I agree with the cash register though.
It was $18.
Yeah, it's a good burger though.
A good burger.
Good burger. I think one of my faves, and it's one of the places that I try to support here locally, and it's a local restaurant owned by local folks, is the Fifth. Has a smash burger that's pretty darn good. So that would be probably my go-to here in town. But again, there's a lot of great ones out there.
Did you ever have a burger from Jake's?
I have. I've had the Jake's burger.
Good burgers there.
Yeah.
Tap 814. They got a little like pork burger.
Yeah, I like their bacon on a stick.
Well, we might come to that in a few weeks. I think
Right.
we're going to talk about appetizers in a few weeks.
One thing at a time. All right.
One thing at a time. Good bacon at Tap. Good burgers at a lot of places in town.
No doubt.
So, Coach, another good episode of McCourt Friday night. Any last words?
Go Rams.
Go Rams. Hey, everybody. Thank you for watching this week's episode of 4 Down Territory. I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to take this moment to say that if you're ever looking to buy or sell a home in the area, I would love to earn your business. If you're looking for a realtor who utilizes social media and the latest tools and technology, I'm your guy. I have over 7 years of experience in the real estate industry, and I'm born and raised in this town. So, whether you're looking to sell or buy, I'm your guy. Give me a call. My contact info is below.
We would like to take this moment to thank our sponsors for the 2023 Richland football season. First Summit Bank, Best Window and Door Company, Cardolino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Poncione Financial Group, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FWF Insurance Agency, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire and Service, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, State Senator Wayne Langerholg, First Team Advertising, DB Homes, Roof Rejuve, Flair of Country Catering, RPM Signs, Advanced Office Systems, Ashbro Decorative Landscape and Curbing, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, Mahalco's General Contracting, Vantage Physical Therapy, Tap 814, Asiagos, Beauty Lawn, Laurel Auto Group, Rizzo's Fine Italian Dining, Nico's, Chan Soon Shong Medical Center at Winburn, Memorial Highway Chevrolet, Advantage Auto Service, Dr. Ed DiMartino DMD, Market Basket, Realty One Group Gold Standard, Moore Family Dentistry, and RNDT Incorporated. Thank you to our sponsors for sponsoring the 2023 Richland football season. This production could not be done without you all. That's all for tonight's show. Thank you for tuning in. Now let's go live to Sargent's Stadium at the Point, where Brian the Sponge Brett, Fred Yannity, and Ed DiMartino are on the call. I'm Stone Mangus, and thank you for watching. You're listening to the Richland Football Network.
All right, fans, welcome to the Richland Ram Football Network on a beautiful night for football here at the Point Stadium as the 3-0 Richland Rams take on the 0-3 McCort-Carroll Crushers.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I'm Ed DiMartino along with the coach Fred Yannity and Brian the Sponge Brett. We are here on just a gorgeous night for football, Freddie.
It is beautiful. Things are worked out. We were just talking today. I think it was colder this afternoon than it is right now, but it's a perfect night for football. And you have two football teams that actually are going in kind of different directions. You have one 0-3, one 0-3, and one 3-0. And they're going in different directions. McCourt's been struggling a little bit this year so far. But, it's going to be a ball game because the rivalry is here. It's been here. I've been around Richland football for many, many years, and the rivalry has always been there, and it's certainly here tonight.
Absolutely, and the Richland Rams decked out with the blue helmets again. That's like they wore last week. They have the white shirts, blue pants, and McCort-Carroll Crushers wearing what looks like the Notre Dame colors tonight, which you predicted.
I made the call coming down Notre Dame night here. Very sharp uniform, and I'm sure it's going to be an outstanding football game tonight, Ed.
All right, so Freddie, you want to run down the matchup here? You have some notes, and so let's go over the matchup of tonight's game.
Well, McCourt quarterback is a young man named Angelo Gallucci. And he's been struggling a little bit this year, but he is only a sophomore. He's thrown for 161 yards. He's also one of their leading rushers. Now, Richland, of course, has a freshman quarterback, Grayson Mahala, who's thrown for 496 yards, 5 touchdowns, only 1 interception all year. So he's really stepped up and taken quite an active role in the government. And as I always say every week, as the weeks go by, he becomes less and less a freshman, or a sophomore. But they get game experience, they become more mature, and they're ready to play football for Richland. We've had a pretty balanced offense this year. Our season total for rushing has been 448 yards, for passing 505 yards. 9 TDs rushing, 5 passing. So it's been a pretty balanced offense all year. It makes it tough to defend. And we we say that every week how difficult it is for the Richland offense to be defended. We have Sponge there. Is Sponge coming through?
Yeah, we're picking up a lot of static here. We have a very, very packed booth tonight. We have four coaches in. We have 3 of us. We have Stone Mangus, our student producer, along with us. Levi Cashdollar, I'm not sure if he's out here on the road with us, but yeah, great to have Levi with us. They do an excellent job. And Sponge, we predicted that by week 10 we would have the setup done perfectly. We were wrong. It was week 4. We did this right on the first try getting down here. And Fred, I got to say, you and I were walking around a little bit before the stadium. I almost felt like I was with royalty. I mean, I know people, but, man, you know people.
Well, when you've been around as long as I've been around, it's a good thing to know all these people.
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, Spongy.
Hey, Fred, I call him the mayor of Richland, but I think he's the mayor of Johnstown.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, I said just walking around, I mean.
Well, a lot of those people I was talking to are people that I actually coached. And their kids are now playing. Like Grady Chase is a good example. In fact, his son won an award tonight.
Yeah, Dugan won some sort of scholarship tonight along with Brock Beppler of Bishop McCort. It's a great job. And like Sponge said, I think Dugan gets all his smarts from Grady. I think Michelle would beg to differ.
Hey, guys, on paper, the game should be Rams, so let's see what happens tonight.
We're at the far end of the stadium here, and we're down on the goal line, actually, away from the little press box for baseball. So we're pretty far away from the field. So
yeah, this is one.
You're going to have to give Ed a little bit of slack tonight.
Yeah, this is one of the weird setups, that we're going to deal with, and we just do the best we can. And like I said, this is the most packed I think our booth has ever been in the years we've been coming down. As we have 4 Richland coaches right next to us, we kind of have this little spot in the corner here. We're basically on the 5-yard line.
We've done
by
it
the
all,
scoreboard.
We've done it all, though, Ed. We did a game from a school library one time.
We did the most ridiculous game from last month out here from the school library. We couldn't even see the clock.
This one tonight might be in the top 10.
Yeah, P.J. McGowan earned his paycheck that week for giving us with how much time was on the clock, where they were on the field, everything.
Guys, I'm going to do my best tonight, but there's a little static in my headset, so bear with me tonight.
Yeah, we got you, Sponge. We'll do the best we can here. It's like McCort kicking off here to the Rams. We are underway. This is going to be, looks like Austin Yarnick on the kick return, gets over the 35-yard line, close to the 40. Again, we have a hard time seeing from where. We'll do the best we can. We'll try to do our best to spot the ball for you.
Austin Yarnick is one of those guys that came on real strong last year as a sophomore and matured. Now he's this very mature junior. He has a whole senior year ahead of him, so he's become a very valuable asset to our offense and our defense as well.
All right, so good field position to start here for the Rams on a nice return by Austin Yarnick. Rams will start this drive. Looks like maybe about the 37-yard line. First down and 10. Just underway here from the Point Stadium, the iconic Point Stadium. Actually, Sargent Stadium, I should say. Yep. All right, Grayson Malla keeps it himself. Goes up the middle. Picks up a couple yards. A lot of pushing and shoving there right around the 45-yard line. But nothing will come of that. And that's one thing. Grayson Malla, Freddie, not afraid to put his head down and drive that football.
Guys, I think he lost the handle a little bit on that. I don't know if that was a quarterback keeper.
All right, so maybe a little broken play. So no gain on the play. They're going to keep it at the 37-yard line. Second down and 10 upcoming for the Rams. Malla will go back into the gun here. In motion goes Christian. There's a little screenplay set up for Evan McCracken. McCracken's over the 50-yard line. He's going to make a move. Just gets tripped up. Nice open field tackle. Made over the 40-yard line into McCort-Carroll territory. Nice shoestring tackle. You have one more cut to make, and that was number 8. That is Bentley Beanie.
That was a very nice play by number 8 because number 2, Preston Warner, was on him. He shed him and made the tackle.
All right, so first down and 10 in the McCort-Carroll territory. This is Evan McCracken. Gets grabbed from behind and brought down. Nice play again. Nice tackling there by McCort-Carroll.
Going back to that last play real quick here. We talk every week about how well Richland runs the screen, and that was set up beautifully.
Yeah, we thought he was gone, but he did have one more cut to make, and that was a nice play by number 8, Bentley Beanie, to save a touchdown. Second down now coming up. Malin gun checks the sideline for the play. Evan McCracken off to the right side.
A bunch left. Watch the receiver.
Ball at the 35-yard line of McCort-Carroll. And this is a straight-ahead run. This is going to get stuffed. So McCort-Carroll doing a good job bottling up that front. No gain on the play. Again, third down upcoming.
You know they were going to come out playing. I was talking to their coach, Thomas Smith, prior to the game, and he was a former Richland teacher, administrator, coach. He's really fired up for this game, and I know Smitty can get kids aroused, and they're going to play hard for a while.
All right, third down and 10. 9:37 here remaining in the first quarter. First drive of the game for either team. Richland got the opening kick. Mala checks the sideline again for the play. They're going to have an offside call. They did draw them off already. They lose the freeze play, and McCort-Carroll goes offside, so it'll be 3rd and 5 upcoming.
That's number 1. We counted 9 the first game of the year, remember? We talked about that coming down in the car. As a group,
I guarantee those guys practice that all week, and first time they try it, and they jumped.
Yeah, it's hard. You just don't expect it. You know it's coming, but you don't know when, and it's hard to stop yourself. It really is.
All right, so 3rd down and 3 upcoming is where they're going to spot this. It is a quick pass out to Austin Yarnick, 30-yard line. Has enough for the first down as he crosses the 25. So nice quick pass out to the left side. Finds Yarnick, and a first down for the Rams.
Yeah, Coach Bailey often says we like to take what they give us. And if you look at your formation, you look where the one-on-one is, and it was out there with Yarnick, and he's very capable receiver. Just it's pitch and catch is what happens.
All right, let's say Dugan Chase is going to check into the game now. It is number 1, Jude McGarrah, that will check out. Mala checks the sideline for the play. Again, we were down to 8:48 and counting here in the first quarter. This is the first drive of the game. Mala hands off to McCracken. McCracken picks his way up the middle and will get pushed back for maybe just a couple of yards as he pushes to about the 21.
Yeah, it looks like they came to stop McCracken tonight. They're really clogging up that middle.
Yeah, kind of clogging up the middle, Sponge. I was going to say maybe we look for something to the outside. Right now, trying to go up the middle, and McCort-Carroll doing a really nice job of bottling up that front.
You got to give them credit. They're playing very well in the middle.
Yeah.
Very, very well.
So 2nd down and about 8 upcoming. Ball at the 21-yard line of McCort-Carroll. Back to throw, Mala. Mala looking for the end zone, looking for Yarnick, and he has him, Austin Yarnick. It is a touchdown, a 21-yard strike from Mala to Yarnick.
That's what you do when they stop the run. You throw the ball. That's what Coach Bailey always teaches. We're going to take whatever they give us. If they're taking away the run, we'll pass. Don't worry, no problem. Nice catch. Yarnick was double teamed.
I was just going to say double coverage, and the ball was thrown right on the money. Austin Yarnick comes down with it.
Grayson Mala's best throw of the year. He couldn't run down there and handed it to him better.
Absolutely. All right. It is Noah Ritko on to attempt the extra point. It is up, and it is going to be good. So Noah Ritko puts the Rams up 7-0 with 7:53 remaining in the first quarter.
Kicks the ball out of the stadium. There goes the budget for next year.
You have to get that football back.
Yeah, not only was that kicked through, I think it went out of the stadium.
You bet you should run out and get it, Sponge.
Want to give a quick shout out too. We stopped at Fetz's.
Oh yeah, Fetz's.
Before the game, so we want to thank Chad Fetzer. We headed over there, treated us with great hospitality. So thank you. Hope you guys have the game tuned in and are listening.
Chad and I go way back. We played for the Braves at Arbutus baseball when we were 8 years old.
And as far as I'm concerned, Sponge, that was the only baseball league. I know people in Guystown will beg to differ, but you and I come from the same cloth, man. Arbutus baseball all the way.
Who was your coach there, Sponge?
Yes, sir.
Sponge, who was your coach? Sponge. Having trouble hearing you, so maybe.
Yeah.
Who was your coach, Ed?
I had my father.
There you go.
And my father, I had Lenny Laporta was one of my coaches.
You never forget your coach.
Yep.
Especially if it's your dad.
Yeah, he was. My father was a great baseball coach.
He was probably tough on you too, wasn't he?
And my father was never tough on anyone, I must say. He was just one of those guys that was just the perfect coach. Yeah, built you up, never really tore you down, but he can teach anybody to hit, except my oldest brother. My oldest brother, Dom, could still not hit a baseball. Only one. My father could not get to hit a baseball. Did everything right, but hit the ball.
That's pretty important when you're playing baseball.
Yeah, but my brother threw a really cool knuckleball. It took him a long way. Actually pitched at Carnegie Mellon when he was in school for college.
It's impressive he went to Carnegie Mellon. That's
Yep,
really impressive.
Yep. All right, Noah Ritko on to kick it away after the 21-yard strike from Mallet to Yarnick. So this is McCort-Carroll's first time with the ball over the 20-yard line to 25. The 30 is still on the feet and crosses the 40 to the 45. Really nice return by Shaquille Ferguson.
Fitel with the tackle.
So Luke Fitel brings him down, but nice coverage. I mean, we didn't see it last week. I mean, the coverage for the Rams was fantastic against Westmont. This one, nice return by Shaquille Ferguson.
Yeah, Coach Halls will not be happy with that. That was a win for the Crushers.
And it may be coming back, though. Yep, it's coming back. Must have been some kind of hold. Sponge, I missed the call. Must have been some sort of hold.
Yes, sir, holding.
All right, so the ball is coming back. So they would have had the ball right around the 45-yard line. It comes all the way back to the 25.
They're going to get the obligatory hold out of the way quick.
There it goes, yeah.
You got to call holding at least once a game, so you got to get it out of the way and be done with it.
All right, so McCort-Carroll takes over their first possession in the game. They trail here 7-0 with 7:44 remaining. They have the ball at their own 25-yard line. It is going to be number 12, Angelo Gallucci, who goes under center. And this is Beppler on the carry, and Beppler will go nowhere. He goes right into the arms of Brody Hollis.
Hollis almost took the handoff.
Exactly. So that'll be either a loss or no gain on the play. We'll see where they spot the ball. It's going to be a loss, about a 2-yard loss. Takes the ball back to the 23-yard line. 2nd down and 12 upcoming. So, Fred, I don't think we have any possibility of a rain delay tonight, which makes me very, very happy. No lightning, no rain. Beautiful night.
That was tough last week. 90-minute delay.
All right, Gallucci this time will go into the shotgun. Puts Ferguson in motion to the right side. Gallucci back to throw. Gallucci throwing it up over the middle. Oh, off the hands of Austin Yarnick. Almost had an interception. They were looking for number 9, I think, Aiden Newcomer. And Austin Yarnick almost came down with that football.
Arnold Magura was there, too.
Yeah, both guys in the air. They hit hit Yarnick high in the chest and just could not quite hold on.
McCort-Carroll's had some offensive problems all year. They've only scored 3 touchdowns in 3 games, so they need to perk it up here a little bit. They've had 166 yards rushing, 201 yards passing, and that's been it for the season. So they're up against a pretty formidable opponent tonight as well.
All right, 3rd down and 12 upcoming. Gallucci back to throw. Gallucci getting some pressure now. Gallucci flushed out of the pocket, throws, has a man, but that will go just over the 25-yard line before Jude Magera takes down the receiver. That was number 20 on the carry for McCort-Carroll. That is Toby Bequet. I guess that's how you say it. We don't have pronunciation, so we'll do our best. Or maybe Beckett. We'll call it Beckett.
Looks like you're going to punt.
Smart move.
Yeah, with really got back to the original line of scrimmage, so 4th down and 10. Nobody back deep for the Rams as Yarnick now comes up more towards the line. Punt is away. It's a good punt. And it takes a nice McCort-Carroll bounce right around the second base there. We'll put the ball just maybe outside the 20-yard line, maybe about the 21. That was number 17, Luke Repko, on the punt for the Crushers.
We certainly have a full press box up here, and I'm just looked down press row there. A lot of people here.
But we are getting pizza at halftime.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah,
pretty sweet.
Almost as good as Southern
Columbia, where you got a feast at Southern Columbia.
They had venison, though. That was amazing.
Yeah. All right, 1st down and 10 Rams. They scored on their first possession of the game, looking for more. I think the ball's right around the 21. They have 23 on the board, but they're kind of slow on the board here tonight, so we'll do our best as it is going to be another throw out. Mala threw it quickly out to the right side. He found Jude Magera, taken down as he maybe picked up a yard or two. So second down upcoming, right around, looks like the 20, maybe the 25-yard line. Again, we don't have the best of views here, so just bear with us. We're on about the 5-yard line on the scoreboard end of the stadium, and the Rams have this drive right around the second base mark.
We've been challenged before, though, Ed. We always rise to the occasion.
Absolutely. All right, another throw. Mala going to throw this one long. He was looking for Arnold McGarwa. It will fall incomplete. Brock Bepler in coverage. It's going to bring up third down and about 6.
That was good coverage on the play. It was a good thing he threw it away.
Yeah, absolutely. Bepler stride for stride with Arnold McGarwa.
There was a good article in the paper this week by Mike Mastovich on local quarterbacks. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. They went through the litany of Richland quarterbacks in the last 10, 12 years. Pretty impressive group of quarterbacks.
All right, so far in this drive, I mean, it's only been 2 plays in, but we have not seen a run yet. Both passes. Third down and 6 upcoming. Mala will, was that a handoff? That is McCracken.
McCracken, he has the first down.
So really nice play there. Kind of faked me out too. I thought they were going to roll out, but it was a little draw play, and McCracken able to pick up the first down as he crossed the 35-yard line.
That looked to be a new play. I haven't seen that one this year yet.
I tell you, it faked me out, Sponge.
When they think you're going to pass, you run.
All right, down to 5 minutes and counting here in the first quarter. Richland leading 7-0. Second possession of the game for the Rams. This is another pitch out to McCracken. McCracken's trying to plot his way. Will get close to the 40-yard line.
We'll keep punching away with that run. Coach Bailey won't give up on it.
So ball right around at the 40-yard line.
Got the receivers in now, buddy.
Going to bring up second down. And maybe about 6. As Mallow looks to the sideline for the play. Empty backfield here for Mala. As McCracken went in motion. Mala going to keep it himself. Mala gets another first down as he crosses midfield. They put McCracken in motion, and Mala ended up keeping that one. Picks up another Ram first down into McCort-Carroll territory.
Grayson Mala is a hard-nosed running quarterback, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we were very impressed in week 1, Sponge. Like we said, I mean, he had no hesitation with that ball. He tucks his head and just goes for it.
He does have
They're lined up in the Wildcat with McCracken at quarterback.
Yep, Easton Robertson in now at running back. Down to 3:40 and counting here in the first quarter. Rams leading 7-0. So we're going Wildcat here for the Rams on first down and 10 from the McCort-Carroll 47-yard line. And this is Easton Robertson who goes up the middle as he gets over the 45-yard line. And by the way, it is his dad's Ryan Robertson's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday, Ryan.
He's our cameraman, isn't he?
Yeah, we saw him. He's way over there. He's outside hanging out amongst Fred's people.
Does he have nosebleed territory? Is that what
No, he's like basically right across from us.
He has a better seat than we do.
He's right about midfield or so.
So he's better seat than we have.
Yeah, he's in a much better spot. I kind of told him that. Down to 3 minutes and counting here in the first quarter. Rams lead 7-0 here from Sargent Stadium. Going Wildcat again on second down and 6. And McCracken, no, that was Mala. Sorry, Mala was in there. And Yarnick will make the reception as he gets to the 30-yard line and picks up another Ram first down.
Little trick play there. They handed it to Mala, and then he threw it.
Yeah, that's where I got confused. We don't have the best angle, but all right. So this is Wildcat again, and Mala will go in motion again, and handoff and another pass. This one out to the left side. Austin Yarnick again gets over the 20-yard line. Another Ram first down.
Exact same play, but to the other side of the field.
Yeah, this time to the left side of the field. Ball will be spotted right around the 16-yard line. So first down and 10.
27 yards on those last 2 plays. We get that from our good man Stone here. He's helping us out a good bit. Without Stone, we do not exist.
Looks like maybe McCort-Carroll may have jumped offside, but was not called.
They didn't make it. They didn't make it across the line.
All right, back into the shotgun go the Rams. Mala throwing again. Yarnick this time out to the right side over the 10-yard line. Nice tackle made there as the shirt was just held on by Jonathan Delia. Probably saved a touchdown.
Now you got to be careful on that play. They threw the ball across
They're
the
short
field.
by a yard.
They threw the ball across the field, and it could have been. It almost looked like a backward pass, which means it's a fumble. But he did catch the ball, so it didn't matter.
So they get the ball at about the, looks like the 7-yard line, so a yard short of a first down. Second down and 1 upcoming for the Rams, deep into McCort-Carroll territory, with about 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Rams lead 7-0. Hand off to McCracken. McCracken dives up the middle and gets to about the 5-yard line, picks up another Ram first down. Lane Lucas doing a good job of blocking there, number 50.
That's just what I was going to say. I was looking to see who 50 is. Tremendous job. He really rooted to get out of there and drove him down the field. Actually drove him backwards.
So first down and goal now for the Rams at the 5-yard line. Hand off again to McCracken. McCracken's going to walk into the end zone. It is another Richland Ram touchdown. Ethan Janidlo just took out number 51 from McCort-Carroll on the block. Cooper Steigers just took him right out of the play.
That's number 8 on the season for Evan.
So Evan McCracken puts the Rams in the lead 13-0 now, pending the extra point.
He did have 282 yards rushing coming into tonight with, as Sponge said, 6 touchdowns. That makes number 7.
All right, Ritko on to attempt the extra point. Hold is good, kick is up, and that one's going to be good.
That one go in the river?
I think he kicked that one on the front porch at Fetz's over there.
Or Sponge, you might have hit your car.
True.
They gave us great parking, so I want to thank McCort-Carroll.
I got to thank my son-in-law, Brandon Corsad. He got me that spot.
Yeah, he really hooked us up. We're right here, right outside the stadium, which is just fantastic.
Very impressive, Sponge. I didn't know you had that influence down here.
I know some people too, Fred.
I'm sure you do.
So we have something coming up between the first and second quarters. As Sponge is going to, I think you're going to head down and give us a rundown of the Richland Rocket program and what is going on with them. And so we're going to look forward to that.
I see they got the football back. Do you see it down there? They're wiping it off. They're wiping off the river water right now. It's a traditional old stadium. I was underneath all the bleachers looking for the men's room. I felt like I was back at Forbes Field.
Oh yeah. This is
it's old school.
Yeah, it's definitely old school. Been here for a long time. Played some softball in here. Been to some obviously some AAA ABA games. My brother and Grady Chase played for Wally's back in the day in the Johnstown.
I had the privilege of coaching in this stadium a few times, and one of them was the District 6 final game against United.
And United, I think, is playing your alma mater.
They are, Homer
Center tonight.
Homer Center better not lose. That's a big, at least it used to be a big rivalry when I was in school.
All right, so Ritko will be on to kick it away after the 5-yard plunge from Evan McCracken puts the Rams up 14-0 with 1:45 remaining here in the first quarter. McCort-Carroll went 3 and out on their first possession. Back deep is Ferguson and Beppler for McCort-Carroll. Kick is a good kick, fielded at about the 7-yard line. Here comes Ferguson again. Ferguson makes a nice move. As he gets over the 30-yard line, he's going to be gone. So it's going to be a touchdown for McCort-Carroll. Shaquille Ferguson, who took the first one back a long way to the 45-yard line, and came back on a penalty. This one goes the distance. So the Rams have to shore up their special teams here on the kickoff.
As good as they played last week, they've been kind of a flop this week. And Coach Hobbs, I'm sure, is very, very unhappy right now.
Yeah, he wasn't even touched, Sponge.
Yeah, there was nowhere to run last week. And that play, yeah, he took off to the left, and there was nothing. They were all jumped up inside.
Yeah, not even a hand on him. So Shaquille Ferguson with good speed got that ball, really just kind of made a quick turn to the left and really went untouched all the way into the end zone. That's about a 93-yard return for Shaquille Ferguson.
That's exactly what McCort-Carroll needed.
All right, so number 26, this is Lucas Connor on to attempt the extra point for the Crushers. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and I think that's going to be no good. I think Richland may have got a fingertip on it. No, it is good. Just over the crossbar. Very low kick. I think it might got a hand on it.
For a team that's as big an underdog as McCort is tonight, that return is huge.
The only thing you can say is, though, Richland's had 2 possessions and really had their way and just moved the football down the field. McCort-Carroll has not stopped Richland once so far in their 2 possessions. The one possession that McCort-Carroll had, they went 3 and out. So
that was the one and only play they've made. So they might just kick away from that kid.
Yeah, I think you're kind of right, Sponge. In fact, you may even see just little pooch kicks now.
You may even see
maybe just kind of just kind of into a territory, but don't allow that return, because that Shaquille Ferguson has had 2 nice returns so far. One got called back on a holding penalty, and that went the distance.
Sometimes you try an onside kick when you're way ahead or you're dominating a team. Just people think it's unfair to do it, but you're actually working on it. Someday you might need it, so you need to practice it at some point during a game. I kind of looked for it that last kickoff. I was kind of looking in my own mind to see if they might actually try an onside kick.
All right, so 14-7 now was your score after the 93-yard return from Shaquille Ferguson. Puts McCort-Carroll right back into this game. Lucas Connor on to kick it off for the Crushers. Back deep for the Rams is going to be Austin Yarnick and Evan McCracken.
Watch the onside here, maybe. You never know. If they can't stop Richland, they might as well try the onside and keep the ball themselves.
Now, they're going to kick this one deep. They're going to go to Evan McCracken. Picks up about the 10-yard line.
That's Yarnick.
Oh, there's Yarnick. Okay. Because when I first looked up, Sponge, Yarnick was on the left side. They must have switched. He went over to the right side. So Yarnick on the return.
Yarnick has some speed, you know. Everybody talks about McCracken's speed, which he has. There's no question on that. But Yarnick has a lot of speed himself.
Trying to see where this ball is spotted, right around the 25-yard line. Richland takes over. They lead 14-7. 1:24 remaining here in the first quarter from Sargent Stadium on just an absolutely gorgeous night for football here.
You like the new scoreboard, Ed?
It's nice, yeah. They're a little slow on putting up what yard line they're on, so we kind of have to eyeball from where we are. Mala hands this one off, goes up the middle. Evan McCracken, little spin move, breaks the tackle, gets over the 30-yard line. So good run there by Evan McCracken.
In his defense, the clock operator, Stone was talking to someone before the game.
Because they're way over there. They're in the right. They're almost by home plate, so they don't have the greatest of angles either. I think they have a walkie-talkie trying to communicate what yard line they're on. So second down upcoming for the Rams. Mala in the gun as McCracken now goes to the right side of Mala. Mala back to throw. Tried the left side looking for Jude McGarrow. That would fall incomplete and bring up third down. It's a good third down, but it looks like about 4 yards or so.
Look a little ragged on this series so far.
A good hard run down. A 6-yard run on first down by McCracken. He went up the middle, made a little spin move, and was able to dodge a tackle.
We talk about his speed all the time, but we sometimes neglect his power ability. He's a very powerful runner as well.
All right, so third down upcoming. Big shift here by the Rams. McCort-Carroll does not go offside. Good job there. Mala. This is going to be handed off to McCracken. This is going to go nowhere. So McCort-Carroll doing a really nice job up front, not allowing Evan McCracken any room.
That's what that kickoff return does for you. It gives the team some inspiration. Hey, we can play with these guys. We're just as good as them.
Yep.
It means important.
They look like they're going for it.
So fourth down upcoming. Fourth down in about 4, I think. Again, we don't have a spot on the ball, so doing our best job here.
Nah, they're going to punt.
All right, so we're down to, anyway, this is going to be the end of the first quarter. Time's going to expire here. From Sargent Stadium, your score 14-7, Richland leading. Sponge, you have a pretty pretty good report on the Rockets coming up here.
Yes. So we have the East Hills Rec sponsored Richland Rocket Report. The third grade team is coached by Randy Ott. They did not play this week. Fourth grade team is coached by Dave Pribish. They lost to Johnstown 18-0. The fifth grade is coached by Russ Moore. They won 22-19. Elijah Williams had a pick six. Liam Fitzpatrick with 2 touchdowns. One a kickoff return, and the other one was a pass from Gabe Weaver. And the sixth grade Rockets, coached by Tim Regan, they won 28-5. Guys, they were down by 22 points going in the second half, and they made a big comeback thanks to Karsten Hill and Matt Malaskis. Malaskis had a running touchdown and 2 passing touchdowns. The last one came on a 41-yard touchdown on a 4th and 20 play.
Wow.
So they did pretty good.
Sponge, that was an outstanding report, truly.
Next break, we'll get ahead and run down our sponsors. We usually do that then, but that was a very important announcement to talk about the Rocket program, which feeds into this system. And great, thank you to all those coaches, because that's a volunteer job, and
that's one of the things.
We thank them for doing that for our kids.
That's what makes I think our varsity program is successful every year, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that it is a program. It's not just the varsity team; it's the whole program that makes it successful.
All right, so the Rams in 4th down now. They were thinking about punting. I think they're going to go for it now. So 4th down and about 4. Ball right around the 33-yard line or so of the Rams.
Timeout, McCort.
So timeout on McCort-Carroll. So, they can also try to run a freeze play here, which I'm sure they're kind of maybe afraid of that. And that's why they call it timeout.
They tried it when they shifted everybody to one side, but so McCourt's been pretty disciplined all night.
McCort-Carroll doing a good job up front, though. They've held Evan McCracken pretty much in check, except for the 5-yard touchdown plunge. I mean, they've done a nice job of clogging up that middle and giving him no space.
Think about that freeze play. Even when they don't try it, it's in your mind all the time, and it makes you hesitate just a little bit. You hesitate a little bit sometimes with a kid like McCracken running the ball. It's all over. So give them credit.
Richland's either changing their mind about the punt, or they're gonna put the big lineup in there and go for it.
Yeah, they have 4th down and about 4. They're at the 30, maybe the 33-yard line or so.
Eddie, real quick, I'm going to do the Ram report too. Our JV won 20-0. We had Dom Shank connecting with Ashton Roberts on a 74-yard touchdown. Braden Nepper had a run for a touchdown, and Dom Shank had another touchdown pass to Nate Pugh. The 8th grade team, Jake Regan, had a touchdown and a touchdown pass to Fitel. And A.J. Leap had a 55-yard touchdown run, and they won 20-0.
All right, very good. So Richland going heavy here as Mallow goes into the gun with Robertson and Janidlo. And this is going to be Janidlo who's going to make the pass. Janidlo throwing downfield, has a man wide open. Dugan Chase over the 50-yard line. First down, Richland. That was a nice trick play. They put Ethan Janidlo, who used to be a quarterback, Freddie, and he rolls out to the right side and finds Dugan Chase open. And a big play there on 4th down and 4.
That's pure Coach Bailey using his personnel, making the other team think it's going to be a run and then end up throwing a pass. It's hard to imagine, defending these guys. You don't know what's going to happen next.
All right, so big first down play. 11:27 here remaining in the second quarter. Pass was intended for Arnold McGarrell, will fall incomplete.
And guys, Janidlo already has a ride to college on a baseball scholarship, so he does have quite the arm.
He's going to Seton Hill, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, very good for Ethan Janidlo. Great to hear. Love when our kids are getting a scholarship. We know Evan McCracken obviously going to the Army to continue his football career and to serve our nation. We thank him, and couldn't be more proud.
And Janidlo going to a D schools, PSAC school.
All right, so 2nd down and 10 in the pistol formation here. And this is going to be McCracken. McCracken finds some congestion as he tried to go up the middle again and gets to about the 45-yard line. He'll bring up 3rd down. Third down and about 8 upcoming now for the Rams. Mala into the gun with McCracken to his left. He has Arnold McGarwa split wide to the right. Mala back to throw. Mala has him in. That's Yarnick. Tackled as he crossed the 40-yard line. Has to pick up maybe a couple more yards. Fourth down and short upcoming for the Rams.
Go for it again, I'm sure.
Well, they went for it on 4th down and 4. This one's going to be about 4th down and maybe
Looks
2.
like they got it.
Oh, they actually picked up the first down. Yeah, hard to see the sticks here. So first down, good job there. Nice tackling, though, by McCort-Carroll. Austin Yarnick got that ball and put right down.
They're playing very well.
So first down and 10 for the Rams. Mala rolls out to his right. Mala has a man down the field just off the fingertips, and McCort-Carroll is going to intercept the ball off the tip. Brock Beppler comes down with the interception. Just a pass a little high and off the fingertips of the intended receiver. I'm not sure who that was. I'm not sure if that was Arnold McGarwa.
Margera and Yarnick were in the same area, and Yarnick actually reached back to try to make the grab, and it ricocheted off his hand right into the McCort player's hand.
All right, so Richland turns the football over. They lead here 14-7 with 10:20 remaining here in the second quarter. So that was Brock Beppler on the interception.
He's been one of the best players all year, Beppler.
So right around the 20-yard line. I did coach him in baseball.
Way to go, buddy.
Really, really nice young man as well. His dad, Brian. Galucci will hand this one off up the middle. This is Beppler. Beppler spins off a tackle and gets over the 25-yard line. This is only the second possession of the game
for
McCort-Carroll. Their touchdown came on a 93-yard kickoff return from Shaquille Ferguson. They went 3 and out on their first possession. And Beppler picks up 7 yards, second down and 3 from the 27-yard line.
Looks like they've been prepared very well for this game so far, Ed.
Absolutely.
They're doing a good job.
All right, so Galucci goes into the gun with Beppler in the backfield. Ferguson goes in motion. This one's going to be a keeper by Galucci. And he tries to go over the middle, push back, probably enough for the first down, so it should be a first down for the Crushers.
They're killing the clock. That's usually a sign it's the first down. They do kill the clock to move the change, which they used to do in college football. They don't do it anymore. They just let the clock run. Some people are pretty upset about that, thinking they're trying to just get the game in as quick as they can.
Well, college football games, and honestly, do last way too long as far as time. And they are long. The half times are long. You put on a game. It's a 4-hour marathon, and it should not be that way. I kind of agree with their thinking. Nobody needs to be there for 4.5 hours watching a college football game.
Commercials are pretty long too.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so first down and 10, ball at the 31-yard line of McCort-Carroll. And I think a little motion there by McCort-Carroll.
I think that's motion, on McCort.
Yep, I think it was number 7 that got a little antsy, Garrett Faribaugh. So 5-yard penalty procedure.
Hey, guys, just to finish that Ram report, the 7th grade team played against Westmont, and they came up with a tough-fought loss. It was 12-8 in a torrential downpour. But a proud dad moment for me. My son Connor had the only touchdown.
Hey, way to go, Connor.
He caught a 12-yard catch.
Way to go, Connor. All right, first down and 15. Galucci going to keep it himself. He strings it out. Actually, that might have been Faribaugh. He tries to string it out along the left side, brought down.
McCracken was all over that.
Yeah, so McCracken makes the tackle. That's going to be maybe a yard gain. It's hard to see. Yard gain, 2nd and 14 now upcoming.
Speaking of McCracken hitting people hard, the young man he hit again in the Westmont game.
Thank God he's okay.
Is okay.
He's good report on him. He's fine.
If you were watching the game last week and were wondering, he's back, probably playing tonight.
Yeah, complete total precaution for him, but he is okay. I think he did spend a night in the hospital just to make sure, and he is fine. Galucci goes under center here. No, this is Faribaugh. Faribaugh is now in at quarterback. Faribaugh going to wing this one down the field, and almost came down with the reception there as Cody Yeager was in coverage. Shaquille Ferguson was the intended receiver. Shaquille Ferguson's got some pretty good speed.
They don't
Cody
look like-
Yeager was step for step with him there, and he made the play.
Yeah, the ball went over Cody Yeager's head, and Shaquille Ferguson did get a fingertip on it.
They don't look like an 0-3 team right now, the way they're playing.
They look pretty good. 7:50 remaining here before halftime. Richland leading 14-7. Richland did give up a 93-yard kickoff return, and they've also just turned the ball over deep into McCort-Carroll territory on an interception.
As these rivalries go, you never know how it's going to go.
Oh, there's no question about it, Sponge. You bring a lot of emotion in these games, and you just never know. Timeout, McCort-Carroll again, their second one of the half. So we'll go ahead and run down our sponsors. We didn't get a chance to do that. We can't
find them.
Can't thank them enough. I have it right here. So we want to thank Roof Rejuve, Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Advantage Auto, Mahalco's, Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FX Screen Printing, The Fifth Bar and Grill, Flair of Country, Johnstown Construction, Nico's, FWF, First Team Advertising, John Ponchione, Winber Care, Best Window and Door Company, First Summit Bank, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire, Ponchione Financial, RPM Signs, Advanced Office Systems, DB Homes, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Memorial Chevrolet, Chan Soon Chong Medical Center, Rizzo's, Cardellino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Tap 814, Asiago's, Market Basket, Ashboro Landscaping, Vantage Physical Therapy, RNDT, Moore Family Dentistry, and Big Dogs Bar and Grill. Thank you, one and all, and please get in touch with Jim Penna if you would like to hop aboard and be a sponsor of the Richland Football Network.
That's quite an impressive group there, Ed.
It is, and those are all great businesses. Third down and 14 here for McCort-Carroll. Flag on the play. It is Faribaugh now who is quarterbacking McCort-Carroll. They started this game with Angelo Gallucci, and now it's Garrett Faribaugh.
Legal motion, they're moving them back.
So the second illegal motion here on the, actually the first one was more of a procedure play.
That may be from the changing quarterback and his cadence.
Yeah, very, very true, Sponge. Again, this is only the second possession here for McCort-Carroll, and they only trail here 14-7. Faribaugh back to throw. He's getting a big rush, has to roll out to his right. Still on his feet, still high on his feet. And this Gallucci is going to go. No, he's wrapped up as he crossed the 50-yard line by Arnold McGarwa. But, yeah, he ran for his life, Sponge, and then was able to find open field. So Faribaugh picks up a huge first down. That was...
He definitely looks like more of a run threat than the other guy was.
Yeah, that was third down and 19.
They're both sophomores, and they both have played a lot this year. But Faribaugh is standing out right now. You never know.
So big play in the Richland Ram territory now at the 46-yard line.
32 yards, 32 yards.
32 yards on the scramble because he was getting a lot of heat. Janidlo was coming in, and Faribaugh able to find open space and go a long way. 32-yard pickup on third down and 19. First down for the Crushers. Bepler takes a hit, keeps his feet, and just crosses the 45-yard line to about the 44.
For a team that has not generated much offense all year, they're doing a pretty good job tonight.
Yep, 2-yard pickup, second down and 8 upcoming for the Crushers. Richland's kind of hurt themselves a little bit in this game, though, Freddie. Yep. So they're going to have to clean up some stuff here as they move ahead.
As rivalries go, you never know how it's going to go. That was very prophetic, Sponge.
McCracken off the field. It looked like he roughed up his arm a little bit.
All right, second down and 8. Faribaugh going under center here. Ball at the 44-yard line of Richland. This is Bepler again on the carry. Bepler will maybe pick up a yard here to about the 43. Going to bring up third down and 7.
This is where McCourt's going to struggle all night. They don't have much of a passing game. At least they haven't so far this year, but when they get these third and long, it's
Austin Blau and Janidlo on that tackle.
This is definitely four down territory as well.
Yeah,
I would think so.
Without question. Lex Gallucci checking into the game now again. So not sure what was going on there with Gallucci, but he did check back into the game. We'll see if he's quarterbacking or if he's going to... No, he's going to be a wide receiver now, split out far to the right side of the field. So a big spread offense here. As Faribault, there's a flag on the player. We
Delay
call
a game.
timeout. Delay a game. That's a huge penalty.
It's only 5 yards, but it's a killer. People say it's only 5 yards, but that's 5 big yards.
Yeah.
Now instead of 7, you have 12 to go.
Yep, that's the third penalty on this drive here by McCort-Carroll. They're able to overcome the first two.
I was going to say what's scary about the fact that it's the third penalty is the fact that they've overcome the penalties.
Yeah, it was 3rd down and 19 on the last one. And Faribault able to evade the rush and picked up 32 yards using his feet. Ball now at the 47-yard line of Richland. 3rd down and 11 upcoming for the Crushers. As Faribault goes into the gun. Put Ferguson in motion. Faribault back to throw. Faribault getting heat again. Faribault being chased. Faribault eludes. Faribault now going to throw. And that's going to be, almost intercepted by the Rams. As Austin Yarnick almost came up with the interception again. So it can bring up 4th down and 11. We'll see McCort. I imagine they're going to go for this. They had the ball at the 47-yard line of Richland. So again, though, big pressure, but Faribault able to outrun. He outran number 63, I believe, on Richland, who was coming in after him, Austin Blau.
Faribault's very elusive. They're getting in there, and he's getting away from them.
Yeah, he sure is. Looks like are they setting up to punt here, Sponge? It looks like they're going to punt this ball away.
Yeah, they're set up for it, but you never know.
Galucci is their started the game as the quarterback. He does punt. Big rush by the Rams. Punt is away. Nobody back deep for the Rams. Takes a good Richland bounce here as it gets to about the 17-yard line or so. We'll see where they spot it. They'll give them the 18. So Richland takes over 1st down and 10.
And the ball is right in front of us.
That's right here. This is where we can see really well.
I can actually see what's happening.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So down to 5:15 already before halftime, and the Crushers do get the ball after half as Richland took the opening kickoff.
I'm going to have to ask Coach Hobbs what their theory is on that. They don't put anyone back for returns.
All right, so 1st down and 10 go the Rams after they stop the Crushers off of the interception.
They probably had some kind of a block on.
Easton Robertson in at quarterback as maybe we'll have to check on Evan McCracken here. Mala spins away and gets over the 20-yard line. It's about the, let's see where they spot us, the 23. 2nd down upcoming.
Hurry up offense.
Mala going back into the gun here. Checks the play to the sideline. 2nd down and 5. I said we'll have to check on the status of Evan McCracken here. Mala throws out to Jameer Christian. Jameer Christian makes the move, has a 1st down. Jameer Christian keeps his feet. Jameer Christian makes a cut. Jameer Christian at the 45-yard line. It's almost a football. It came out, and McCort-Carroll may have it.
Wow, what a beautiful run.
And they do. I think McCort-Carroll has the football. So Jameer Christian picked up a ton of yards. Almost a football. We'll see if they actually gave McCort-Carroll the turnover.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah, Jameer has a lot of moves, but he got to tuck that ball away when he's making them.
Right, he's got to tuck that away. Picked up a huge chunk of yards and turns the ball over as the ball was popped out from behind.
He's only a freshman.
Yeah, he's just a freshman. Scored a touchdown last week, 85 yards.
He's got some moves and some speed.
But that one, he's got to learn. And when he gets in those territories, you got to tuck that football away. So again, McCort-Carroll comes up with another huge turnover. Down to 4:29 remaining before halftime. Richland leads 14-7, but are in business here as Faribault. And the ball is on the turf. Rams can't get in. Faribault eludes. Faribault again. No, this time he's going to go down. Was able to elude some rushers.
It all started with a bad snap.
Yeah, it was on the turf. Richland could not pick it up, and Joe Pettit gets in and takes down Faribault. So loss on the play. So a game of mistakes so far here by the Rams as they continue to sort of shoot themselves in the foot. They only lead here 14-7.
You give the underdog a little bit of life, they're going to take advantage of it. That's for sure.
Yeah, McCort-Carroll doing a nice job. I mean, they really played a nice game. Second down and 19 now upcoming as Faribault stays in at quarterback. 3 wide receivers to the right. Faribault goes up the middle himself, and a nice play, nice big hole. Faribault will pick up a first down. So on second down and 19, Faribault just goes right up the middle, and he will pick up a huge chunk of yards, picks up a first down. McCort-Carroll into Richland territory. Richland has got to tighten up the ship here.
And this all started with a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yep.
Which once again highlights the importance of special teams. You know, sometimes they're overlooked, but they can certainly switch a ball game around, which is happening tonight.
Richland's going to start having to key on number 7 here, Faribault, as he is just, he's already ran for 32 yards, and that one was another long run.
Hey, guys, I just checked down at Evan McCracken. It looks like he might be out for a little bit.
Yeah, that's not good news here at all. All right, so first down and 10 for the Crushers. Faribault again, and this time Richland is there to stop him, so Faribault maybe picks up a yard.
That hurts on defense, too. Evan had 10 tackles last week.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, even if McCourt doesn't score on this drive, if they can go into the halftime 14-7, that's a big boost for that young team.
Yeah.
So their goal now is to score a touchdown, obviously, but it's also at least to keep the score where it is. 14-7, we can live with that. Regroup at halftime and come out fired up.
All right, second down and 9. Go the Crushers. They have the ball at the Richland 41-yard line after the turnover from Jameer Christian. This is Bepler. And Bepler strings it out to the outside, brought down by Cody Yeager. They'll bring up third down and short.
Some Richland linemen are blocking people way downfield.
Yeah. So you said the injury appears to be Evan McCracken's hand? No, I'm sure if Sponges got me. All right, third down and 5. It looks like he went out of bounds over there. Cody Yeager was able to take him down. So power formation now in the backfield. Up the middle goes Bepler. Bepler picks up a couple yards, going to bring up fourth down, and we have a flag on the play.
Flag, it's going to be extracurriculars there.
We'll see who it's called on. Richland could be getting a little testy. It is. It's on the Rams.
Yeah, that's killer there.
So the Rams starting to lose a little bit of their composure here. They've turned over the football on the last 2 sets of downs. They've given up a 93-yard kickoff return. And Richland in a little bit of trouble here.
I've seen a couple of linemen blocking people way downfield, and sometimes you get a little bit over-aggressive, and the officials don't like to see that, so they'll call an unsportsmanlike penalty or a roughing penalty. So it's down here where we can see, and unfortunately we can see very well right here. The ball's right in front of us. That means McCourt's close to the end zone.
Down to 2:03 remaining before halftime and counting. Ball at the 20-yard line of Richland. So Crushers have a lot of momentum.
They don't want to give Richland the ball back this half. That's my goal right now. Do not give them the ball back.
All right, Faribault.
Unless we score a touchdown.
Pistol formation with Bepler here. Faribault fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, looking down the field. Wings this one down, has a man as number 34, picks up a first down at the 10-yard line. So that is number 34, that is Luke Stevens, who has a first down for the Crushers. First down and goal from the 10, down to 1.5 here remaining in the second quarter.
It doesn't look like it's a first down. They might be 1 yard short.
They may have about the chain link. Looks like the nose of the football is touching the 10-yard line, but
that's a good thing for them. It gives them an extra play, really.
All right, so second down and about an inch. Faribault will keep them himself. Faribault goes up the middle, has enough for the first down now. Will be first and goal upcoming.
Ed, you were correct on that first. That was first down.
Okay, so it was first down. All right, so second. All right, so second down upcoming now.
So they have to score a touchdown. They cannot get a first down.
No, they got to get into the end zone.
I don't understand that. The ball was outside the 10. You think they'd be able to get a first down, wouldn't you?
The nose of the ball is touching the 10, so that's where it's going to be.
I stand corrected.
And the McCort-Carroll cheerleaders are right beside me. I'm hoping I don't get kicked in the head.
All right, so second down and goal. Down to 33 seconds here before halftime. Faribaugh back to throw. Faribaugh now getting a rush. Faribaugh is going to be taken down for a loss on the play at about the 18-yard line. So big loss. Good coverage down the field. Rams got no push up front until late. So that was a complete coverage sack there for Richland.
They're trying to spike it.
Yeah, they're down to 16 seconds before halftime, and they will do just that.
Go get the ball! Go get the ball!
Oh, and the referee picked it up. It was backwards. And the ref actually picked it up. Richland was going for the football.
Oh, what was that?
I don't know.
The Rams coach are saying that was a backward pass and should have been a fumble. He did not spike it straight down into the ground.
Huh. That would be a first for us. I never saw that before.
All right, so 11 seconds remaining before halftime. It is third down and third down and goal from the 18. And this is big for Richland to go into halftime up 14-7. Right now, Evan McCracken may be out of this game for a little while. We'll check on that. And I think Richland going to call a timeout here now. So we're going to run down our sponsors again. We cannot do this and run this network without our sponsors, so I want to give them a big thank you. So thank you to Big Dogs Bar and Grill, Moore Family Dentistry, RNDT, Vantage Physical Therapy, Ashbro Landscaping, Market Basket, Asiagos, Tap 814, Sporting Goods Discounters, Cardellino Eye Care, Rizzo's, Chan Soon Chong Medical Center, Memorial Chevrolet, Beauty Lawn, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Laurel Auto Group, DB Homes, Advanced Office Systems, RPM Signs, Pachione Financial, Dean Jordan Tire, Pinnacle Chiropractic, First Summit Bank, Best Window and Door Company, Winber Care, John Ponchione, First Team Advertising, FWF, Nico's, Johnstown Construction, Flare of Country, The Fifth Bar and Grill, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mahalco's, Advantage Auto, Senator Wayne Langerholtz, and Roof Rejuve. All right, so looks like they're going to try to kick a field goal here. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line, so going to be about a 35-yard field goal.
Timeout, Richland.
And Richland going to get ahead and call another timeout. It wasn't a good extra point here by number 26, who's going to be kicking Lucas Connor. He barely got over the upright on the extra point. Sponge, did they get a hand on that, though?
I couldn't tell. I think it was just a bad kick, but it got over.
Okay.
I think it's a mistake to give Richland the ball back here. If they make the field goal, they're going to still have to kick off, right?
Yeah.
There's enough time.
Right. Still 11 seconds. It's going to be fourth and goal from the 18-yard line. Again, this is about a 35-yard field goal. The extra point was not made by much.
No, it's not going to. Well, we'll see what happens.
But they did come out lining up for a field goal. More worrisome is the injury to Evan McCracken, which they're working on his shoulder. I can see him right out here.
Yeah, guys, doesn't look good. Pads are off, and looks to be a shoulder injury.
Yeah, I can see it right out in front of me now.
It was one of those plays. Ball carrier came up the middle, and his arm is out. Got taken with the ball carrier.
All right, so they are going to try the field goal here. 35-yard attempt for McCort-Carroll. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And the kick is going to be good. So 35-yard field goal from Lucas Connor. So McCort-Carroll, 14-10 now is your score. 5 seconds remaining before halftime, and Evan McCracken looks like probably out of this game.
I think right now you have to pooch kick it. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't want to kick it.
You don't want to kick it away.
No, but you want to pooch kick. How much time is left? I can't.
You got 5 seconds left.
Boy, I don't know how the kicker from McCort-Carroll got away with the taunting he just did towards the Richland sideline.
Hopefully Richland puts that one in the bank, Sponge, and they go into halftime using that as a little material to come out in the second half.
Well, both coaches have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, Richland, though, has made a lot of mistakes in this football game, giving up a 93-yard kickoff return after they made the score 14-0, and then turning over the football on consecutive sets of downs.
And losing our composure a little bit.
Right, as moving the football, and they are moving the football down the field very, very well, and all of a sudden cannot stop Faraball, who came in the quarterback, and he's ripped off runs on 3rd and 19 and 2nd down and 19 to pick up huge first downs for the McCort-Carroll Crushers.
Might be a little bit of overconfidence coming into the game tonight.
Yeah, Richland's going to have to tighten things up, but again, a story here is Evan McCracken looks to be out of this game. His shirt is off on the sideline here, working on his right shoulder. So hoping he's okay, but we'll find out as they go in for halftime pretty soon here.
Pooch kick. Come on.
All right, so Connor on to kick it away for the Crushers. And they're going to kick this one to the right side of the field, picked up by Richland. This is Austin Yarnick, and Yarnick takes over to the 30-yard line to about the 34. And now to run down to halftime. So Richland only leading here 14-10. And again, Evan McCracken probably not going to come back into this game and be surprised.
They did not take our advice either. They kicked it away.
Yeah, they did.
Pretty damn. I was holding my breath there.
All right, so now
hey, guys, the senior spotlight will be Easton Robertson when we come back from halftime, and he is going to play a big part in the second half with Evan out.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a big role for Easton Robertson. Mallow's going to have a little more on his plate, but Richland has been able to overcome injuries in the past few years. Freddie, last year losing Graydon Lewis in his second game of the season at Central was a huge blow to them. I'm sure it's going to take a little adjusting for them, but they do have the athletes, and Easton Robertson, they just put him in a sling. So looks like he's probably not going to return in this game.
It all started with the kickoff return, special teams.
Yep.
And McCord got the momentum. They got the incentive to drive. They said, we can play with these guys.
Yep.
That's all you need, a little bit of incentive. And Coach Smith will have them fired up. Believe me, when they come out second half, they will be fired up.
All right, I can smell the pizza, by the way.
There's pizza here.
There's pizza already. So 14-10 is your score. Richland leading here at halftime. Again, a beautiful night for football, but Richland is going to need to clean some things up. McCort-Carroll will get the ball, have a lot of momentum heading into the second half. So stay tuned. You are listening to the Richland Ram Football Network.
Richland leads McCort at halftime 14-10. Richland came out of the gate very strong, and things kind of went downhill after a 93-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Shaquille Ferguson. Here are the stats for, we're going to start with Bishop McCort. Garrett Faribaugh, the quarterback, he is 2 of 6 with a total of 14 yards. He also has 57 yards on the ground, including 2 big chunk runs of 32 and 19. Brock Bepler also has 16 yards on the ground. And the 2 catches for Bishop McCort were from Luke Stevens and Toby Beckett. Stevens for 10 and Beckett for 4. Richland, on the other hand, a little more offense, just a little. Grayson Mala, he has 136 total yards, a touchdown of 21 yards to Austin Yarnick, who has 70 receiving yards in this game, also an interception in the second quarter. Ethan Jadidlo also has 22 passing yards. He completed one on a trick play to Dugan Chase. Jameer Christian has 35 receiving yards. He lost the ball, did a poor job of protecting. He made a lot of guys miss, made some nice cuts out there, but just couldn't hold on to the football. And Evan McCracken, who we presume is out of the game, he is in a sling, and according to Brian the Sponge, we're thinking dislocation, but that is an unofficial report. But he is in a sling and most likely out. He had 40 rushing yards in this game. Mala also has 16 rushing yards, and Robertson has 1 rush for 4. Penna has a sack, Piscatello has half, and McEnany finishes that sack with the other half. Richland 15 yards and an unnecessary roughness penalty. Bishop McCort 5 penalties totaling 35, including 2 false starts and encroachment. Holding penalty of 15 and a delay of game. Brock Bepler has an interception, and McCort, as we said, forced a fumble on Jameer Christian. So we will see how Bishop McCort comes out of the gate in the second half. Obviously, you got to think they have some momentum being the underdogs in this game. And going into halftime 14-10 against Richland, you know, it's a game of momentum, and we will see how that momentum flows in the second half. I'm Stone Mangus, and you just heard the halftime report.
All right, we are back here from Sargent Stadium as the second half about ready to start. Richland leading here 14-10 over the McCort-Carroll Crushers. And Fred, we came in here with, I think anybody would have predicted what's going on here, but McCort-Carroll has seized all of the momentum. Richland led 14-0, and then a 93-yard kickoff return from Shaquille Ferguson turned the whole tide of this football game.
Certainly did. Things were going our way, and then that just gave McCort an incentive they needed, something for Coach Smith to build on, and they did build on it. They were playing pretty good defensive football, and they're playing pretty good offensive football. Who's to underestimate? You can never underestimate the power of positive thinking, and this is a heated rivalry. You know that from day one. Coach Smith being an ex-Richland coach, I'm sure he was fired the kids up a lot during the week. And it's just a tribute to the McCort kids that they can come out from 0-3 team and play a 3-0 team to a standstill, really.
Yeah, for sure. So Richland going to have to kick it off to the Crushers, and that's been the problem. I mean, Shaquille Ferguson on the first return, Freddie, got all the way, I think, to the Richland 45-yard line, but it was a holding penalty that brought that one back. Richland able to stop McCort-Carroll on three downs. And then after Richland made a 14-0 kickoff again to Shaquille Ferguson, 93 yards the whole way. So we'll see what Richland comes off on this kickoff, whether we decide to pooch it to a corner, they try an onside kick. We're going to see what Richland comes out as. And again, if you're just joining us, Evan McCracken out of this ball game with an apparent shoulder injury. He left in a sling, so... Yeah, Evan actually at the hospital now, probably getting checked out. We'll hope he's okay. My guess would be, the dislocated shoulder, separated shoulder. We'll find out.
That's a big loss. It means Robertson has to step up right now.
And, Easton's been a really good, tough runner, so should be,
It's his turn to shine. He has to seize the opportunity. And
hey, guys, Easton Robertson will be my senior spotlight. We'll wait till the third quarter for that.
I can't wait that long. Come on, Sponge.
Maybe at a timeout, Sponge, we can do that. Noah Ritko on to kick it away for the Rams, and he is just going to pooch this one to a corner. Fielded at about the 20-yard line by the up man. And Richland will take down the ball carrier right around the 25-yard line. I believe that is number 17, Luke Repko.
Nowhere to run that time. Good coverage by Ronnie Hobbs' special team.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not happy. I'm sure they had a long conversation at halftime.
Yeah, they were not going to kick to Shaquille Ferguson.
Number 5, Dom Shank, wrapped him up and took him down at the end there.
All right, so here we go. Just underway here in the third quarter as McCort-Carroll has the trails 14-10, but has the ball. They take over. Looks like they spotted him again. We have a pretty bad viewpoint. They have the 30-yard line here on the board, but it's more like the 25. So first down and 10. And Faribaugh stays in at quarterback. He's done a pretty nice job. Uses his feet a lot. This one's going to be handed off. This is Beppler goes up the middle, and 3 Richland Rams put him down instantly. Austin Blau, number 34, Joe Penna, and I can't catch the other number, in on the stop.
I just wonder what the Richland locker room was like at halftime. Coach Bailey's locker rooms are very, very subdued normally. They're teaching sessions. They're not rah-rah sessions. But tonight, maybe he changed the page a little bit on that and went a little bit more rah-rah than basics.
Luke Feitel also in on that stop. So second down and 12 after the 2-yard loss. Faribaugh into the gun. Faribaugh this time keeps it himself, goes up the middle. Richland very stout that time. So Richland able to maintain their lane that time and take Faribaugh down and give him nothing.
This defense has come out on fire. I think they probably got a pretty good talking to at half.
Yeah, they were giving him a big hole up the middle before. Faribaugh had a whole big lane to run through. That time Richland held their lanes and let him go nowhere. So third down and 12.
That was the question I had, Sponge. Was the halftime analytical or was it fire and brimstone? Maybe it was fire and brimstone.
All right, so Faribaugh goes into the gun. Third down and 12. Faribaugh drops straight back, getting a rush. Faribaugh Able to elude a tackle. Faribault has it again as he has a first down again. Able to elude some tackles and picks up a first down as he crosses the 35-yard line to about the 37.
Speaking of game changers, how many times has that happened tonight, Ed? We've had him trapped and he's broken loose.
Yeah, actually, maybe he didn't pick up a first down. He's just short, so fourth down upcoming. Did not pick up the first down. I thought he had enough, but he is short.
Guys, it looked like the turf monster got him, too. Nobody hit him. He went down.
He was grabbed up high, and I thought he was going to be wrapped up, but able to elude the tackle was Faribault. It's going to bring up fourth down.
They're going for it, buddy.
And about one. Yeah, they're at the 37-yard line or so. And now they try to move their huddle all over the place. And I think we're going to have a timeout called here. Timeout, McCort-Carroll. So now is the time to run down your senior spotlight, Sponge, if you can.
Okay. Today's senior spotlight is Easton Robertson. His favorite sport is football. His favorite coach is Ron Hobbs. His favorite teacher is Mr. Donahue. His favorite subject is history. His favorite athlete is Jordan Burroughs. He's an Olympic wrestler. And his favorite movie is Interstellar. When he graduates, he'd like to go to college for social studies education and then the police academy. And his favorite car is his Jeep Wrangler. His favorite saying, it's not how big you are, it's how big your heart is.
I like that saying. Easton and I share the same problem. We're both vertically challenged, so I like that. And I think Stone here would agree with the Interstellar as a favorite movie. We're talking about space movies, and the other day during the lightning delay, and so there you go, Stone. You have another fan of Interstellar.
Sounds like a very nice young man, Easton.
Oh, he's a fantastic young kid. So fourth down and 3, and I think they thought better. They're going to get ahead and punt here. The ball was at the 37-yard line of the Crushers.
Richland has a return guy back this time.
Yeah, this time Yarnick going back deep.
They must have been going for the block before that punt.
Yeah, Luke Repko, he's going to fake it. McEnany strings it out. McEnany brings him down. Oh, they're going to throw a flag. It might be a face mask.
What a break.
They tried the fake, and McEnany was there, but may have grabbed the face mask. Flag came out. It should be a first down for the Crushers.
They just keep shooting ourselves in the foot tonight,
another
guys.
mistake by the Rams.
Wow.
So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty here on Richland.
Nobody expected that fake kick. That was a good call by Smitty.
But McEnany had the edge and was able to grab Repko, but unfortunately the hand came up by the face mask and he pulled him down. And that'll be a first down for the Crushers. So would have been a fourth down stop for the Rams.
Yeah, he was nowhere near the first down. It would have been a stop.
That would have been great field position by the Rams. They would have been inside the 35-yard line of the Crushers, and instead it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. First down, Crushers.
Every time something like this happens, McCourt gets a little bit more hope.
Absolutely, Freddie. There's no doubt about it.
The more hope they get, the tougher they're going to get.
Yeah, Richland has just made a ton of mistakes in this football game. Continues to hurt them. And this ball is going to come right around midfield. Over midfield now. And about the 47-yard line or so of Richland. 48, they'll spot it. So first down and 10. So Richland's got to keep their composure here, Freddie.
Referee's having a discussion with his coach on the sideline.
The center is already at the ball for the Crushers.
They're not going anywhere without the referee.
Down to 9:32 here in the third quarter. First possession of the half. McCort-Carroll trails 14-10. And off the big face mask penalty on the fake punt, has it in Richland territory, first down. Faribault pitches this one out. This is Shaquille Ferguson. Shaquille Ferguson cuts it back and gets over the 45-yard line before McEnany puts him down.
They had a wave
along
of
with Luke Feitel.
A wave of blockers in front of him. I was watching the pregame, and they were running that play in pregame. There's a lot of blockers out in front.
Yeah, Shaquille Ferguson's got some nice speed. Like I said, he 93-yard touchdown return, and really went untouched for the 93 yards. So 4-yard pickup, second down and 6. Richland's going to have to keep a stout front line. Janidlo, Hollis, Piscatello, and McEnany. Luke Feitel now joining. Faribault back to throw. Faribault throws it over the middle, has a man, and brought down by Austin Blau, but not before getting to the 35-yard line and a first down. Oh, there's a flag on the play.
Austin Blau's coming off with an injury also.
Luke Feitel's limping off. Austin Blau coming off.
Cramp. It's a big break for Richland on this penalty.
Yeah. It was quite the collision there, so a couple Rams went down.
Yeah, going to be a holding call here. It looks like Luke Feitel maybe just cramping up. And maybe looks like an arm injury. Austin Blau was dangling that arm.
Big break for Richland, big setback for the Crushers right now. This penalty I'm talking about.
Yeah, penalty was huge. That was a first down.
Very huge.
And we'll push them back over the 50-yard line, so back on their side of the field.
Austin Blau is the replacement for Evan McCracken at linebacker. So they're going to number 3 now.
Look at Austin Blau, though. Working on the sideline looks a little better. We'll keep an eye on that situation.
It might have been a quick stinger, maybe.
Yeah, Luke Feitel now coming off on his own power. I guess it was just a cramp with the Luke Feitel. But the ball all the way back inside the McCort-Carroll 45-yard line.
The holding penalty takes place. They mark it off from the spot of the foul. So
yep,
it was a big penalty.
Yeah, they had the ball at the 35-yard line of Richland. Now all the way back to their own 45-yard line goes the Crushers. So
they have forever to go for a first down.
A lot of mistakes in this football game, really, by both teams. But Faribault has done a great job with his legs to keep a lot of these McCort-Carroll drives alive.
So far, you have to give McCord a lot of credit. They've been playing very well.
Yeah, second down and very, very long here, 17. And the ball's on the ground. Rams coming up. This one was thrown out to Beppler, but over the hands. So another either a bad snap or just a bad pickup by Faribault. Puts the ball on the turf. Bring up third down and long.
How quickly things change.
For sure.
You have to always be ready. You have to be, if you're on the bench, you got to be ready to go. When your number's called. A couple injuries that last play, you got to be ready to go.
All right, so third down and 17. The Crushers have to get to the, looks like the 37-yard line or so of Richland. They have the ball at their own 45.
They've had the ball a long time here this half.
Yeah, they had him at 4th and 3. They tried the fake punt, and McInerney grabbed the face mask.
Yeah.
Would have been an out on downs, but the penalty hurt. So third down, 17. Faribault dropping back to pass again. Faribault looking, getting a rush. Faribault as Hollis comes up. Faribault tucks the ball. Faribault has some room again. Faribault, this is going to go down, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. But he did get it fairly close as he crossed the 45-yard line into Richland territory. So once again, Richland loses contain. Hollis was in, but
guys, they might be better off not chasing him around and just let him try to throw it.
I'm kind of agreeing with you, Sponge. I mean, he's just picking up chunks of yards. But this is still a fourth down and still relatively long here. But they are in Richland territory now.
Faribault is a sophomore, and he hasn't had a lot of playing time according to their stats.
Yeah, they started Angelo Gallucci in this game, and really he got the first set of downs. They went 3 and out, and then they went to Faribault since. So McCort-Carroll going to go for this 4th down and 5. Quick snap, but a low snap again, and somebody called timeout, I believe. Or they call a motion penalty. Because they went for the quick snap, trying to catch Richland.
You don't like to give Richland the ball, but I think it might be a good, wise decision to punt right now.
Yep. So a 5-yard penalty. Now it's gonna force the Crushers to punt here. That was a 4th and 5. Now it's going to be a 4th and 10.
Hey, you better watch the fake again.
Yeah, I mean, last one was only a 4th and 3. This one's going to be a 4th down and 10. And Yarnick will go back deep for the Rams. Luke Repko on to punt it away. He's had some pretty nice punts in this game, but Richland didn't have anybody back. Yarnick right around his 10-yard line. Ball is up. Look, good high kick. And they're right around the 14-yard line.
Nice coverage.
And Yarnick goes down at about the 17.
Who's 13 there? Number 13 for Richland. Good coverage.
So Austin Yarnick is on the return. And it was Cole White, number 13, in coverage for McCort-Carroll. So first down and 10, Richland. 7:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Richland leading 14-10. Big story if you're just joining us, as Evan McCracken is out for the game with an apparent shoulder injury. So Easton Robertson now at running back. Grayson Malla goes into the gun. Pistol formation here for the Rams. First down and 10. Luke Vitale goes in motion. And a bad snap. Malla picks it up and has a flag on the play. Flag came out quickly.
Looked like a false start.
So Richland having trouble here again. False start, Richland. So all the way back to the 12-yard line now. First down and 15.
Boy, both teams just keep shooting ourselves in the foot here.
Yeah, lots of mistakes.
Nobody wants to win this game.
Yep. Oh, it's declined, so it's going to bring up second down and 10. The Crushers decided to not accept the penalty.
I don't understand that one. How do you?
I'm kind of shocked at that myself, Freddie. All right, so Arnold Magera and Yarnick are your receivers here to split wide left. Second down and 10. Malla back to throw. Malla going to wing this one up, looking for Magera. Has it! Arnold Magera is going to go all the way. No, he's brought down from behind. I spoke a little too soon. Magera dragged down inside the 5-yard line.
That's how Richland can kill you.
Was that ball
was a great
tipped?
play to catch him.
Yeah, was that ball tipped on the defense, or did Magera just get that clean?
No, it tipped, and Margera concentrated, caught it, and took off. But the defender did a great job in catching him.
Yeah, I spoke a little too soon. I thought he was going to be gone and got tracked down from behind, but Richland is going to have the ball. First down and goal from the 6-yard line.
76-yard pass play.
Yep, just what Richland needed. So 76 yards. Malla to Magera. Arnold Magera. We better say we have two Mageras. So
we have Jude also.
Yeah. All right, so first down and goal. Malla going into the gun. Malla going to keep it, and Malla going to go down hard. And there's a flag on the play. This may be something on McCort-Carroll here. A little high hit.
That's an illegal hit.
Yeah, a little high hit. We'll see what the flag is. It's going to be personal foul, face mask. So going to be half the distance to the goal line. Going to bring up first down and goal from the 3.
Not a clean game right now. Pretty sloppy game. A lot of penalties on both teams.
Yeah. But the 76-yard pass play from Malla to Magera has set this up. So first down and goal off the face mask penalty.
Guys, Austin Blau is still out, number 54. I'm not sure who he is. He's the center right now.
So Landon Myers is your center now for the Rams. Is Austin Blau looking okay, or are they still working on him, Spongy?
Looks like he might be heading back in now.
All right. So Malla, first and goal from the 3. And off his hands, he has to dive on it. So, like you said, without the center in there, I don't know, but I think Malla might have taken his, it looked like a pretty decent snap. Maybe took his eye off the ball.
Austin Blau heading back in.
All right, so Austin Blau coming back in. So Richland shoots themselves in the foot again with a bad snap or either just a bad catch by Malla there. So it was first and goal from the 3.
We take little things for granted like a center snap.
It's now second and goal from the 11. So they lose 8 yards on a bad snap. Easton Robertson to the left of Malla. Malla has a man in the end zone. That's going to be a Richland Ram touchdown on a little slant pass.
Is that Yarnick?
I believe that's Austin Yarnick.
He runs that pattern very well.
So a little slant play. Is that Yarnick? Trying to catch the number from up here. Oh, it is Preston Warner, number 2.
Warner, yeah.
So Preston Warner on a slant play. Great throw by Malla.
First touchdown of the year for Preston.
Yeah, Preston Warner puts the Rams back on top with a little more cushion. Ritko on to attempt the extra point. It is up and it is good. So Noah Ritko sets the score now 21-10 with 5:03 remaining in the third quarter.
There's also a score visiting
I'd like to take it. No, not right now.
There's 39 of them, and I don't think off a kickoff we're not going to have time. We always wait for a timeout, and we have more time to read them. You'll never get them all in.
You're the boss. I'm just following on.
Yeah, we will definitely do our sponsors, but off a kickoff with 39 of them to read, we won't get through them all.
That's awesome. We need to get one more to make it 40.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Actually, let's get 11 more and make it 50.
50, that would be even better.
So if you are looking to be a sponsor of the Richland Football Network, if you like what you're listening to and you want to become a part of this, please get a hold of Jim Penna, and he will certainly give you all the details. With a lot of games left, Freddie, it's only week 4. And hopefully Richland's going to. We have 10 weeks of the season, and we still have playoffs and all that stuff going on. So still plenty of time to jump on.
Exciting year, new league, new opponents coming into town, and people we've never seen before. It's been a lot of fun this year so far.
Oh, I've had a great time, and great addition is Brian Brett. So glad he is with us, PJ. We do miss you. So if you are listening, you have passed the torch to a very capable young man in Brian Brett.
Hey, I got to give some shout outs too. Andy Skinner told me the other day he listens to us, and some friends of ours from they live in Indiana now, the Ludwigs, Renee and Paul, they listen to us.
I'm so glad. Andy, my neighbor, lives right up behind me a little bit, so thank you, Andy. Thank you to the Pascos, Kim and Brian listening, and also the Dailies, Jack Daly and Janice Daly listening for their home in Winburn. Hey, the ball is free on the ground, and they threw a flag at the end of that play, Sponge.
It went out of bounds.
It went out of bounds, okay. Because it was on the turf. It looked like it was a really nice little backspin on that.
Kickoff team making up for their mistakes in the first half.
Yeah, doing a nice job there, kicking away from Shaquille Ferguson.
That looked like your pitching wedge backing the ball up to the hole there.
There you go.
But it just did squeak out of bounds. That's the penalty.
All right, so McCort-Carroll will take over the ball here. 5:03 remaining in the third quarter. Richland now leading 21-10. That whole drive was set up by a 76-yard pass play from Mala to Arnold McGarwa.
That was a pretty major penalty there.
Oh, it was a...
We're going to kick again.
They have to kick again. They have to re-kick. It was a motion penalty on Richland.
You never know what to expect. Ron Hobbs is probably breathing a little bit easier now with that special team. I know he was unhappy after the first half.
Yeah.
Hey, Fred, what's the rule on that? Can they take the ball and take a penalty, or do they have to re-kick it?
No, they can take the ball, but I'm not sure where it would be placed. You don't have to take the penalty. But I've been out of the league, the rule part of this for too many years to really know for sure.
All right, Dom Shank checks in. They had Richland only had 10 guys, so Dom Shank will check in now as Richland will kick this one away after the procedure penalty. So ball kicking now from the 35-yard line. Back deep is Beppler and Ferguson for the Crushers. And Rico going to try that same sideline and fielded there by the Crushers and ran right down the sideline. It's only Rico that can stop it, and he does make the stop. So once again, Richland not doing a very good job here on kick return.
That's what I was giving him credit. They do that. They do that to me.
So Luke Repko almost went to the house. Ritko was the last man back there and was able to get enough of him to get him out of bounds. But good field position by the Crushers. Have the ball right around midfield.
We don't have statistics on how many yards they've gained on kickoffs, but it's been
low. It was a 93-yard return. That one was fielded somewhere right around the 30-yard line or so, maybe at 25. And now the ball right around midfield. 1st and 10 for the Crushers. Faribaugh rolls out. Trying for a deep pass to Shaquille Ferguson will fall incomplete. It was Cody Yeager in coverage.
Had great coverage by Cody.
Yeah, he had really good coverage on Ferguson.
Almost too good, in my opinion.
Yeah, a little scary.
A little touch and go there on the flag.
All right, so 2nd down and 10 off the incomplete pass.
Cody got thrown in as a freshman last year, and you can just see him coming along so much. He's going to be a great player for the next couple of years.
That's what happens when you start young. Every game you play, you get a little bit better. We've talked about that many times.
All right, 2nd down and 10. This is going to be a little handoff. Not be Bepler. I was catching a number on that, but spun down. Good coverage there by the Rams by McEnany. And now that was number 4 on the carry. That was Jonathan Delia. And going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for was no gain on the play. Down to 4:26 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Richland leading now 21-10.
It's been a good football game. A lot of mistakes, though.
A lot of mistakes, but I'll tell you what, you got to give the Crushers a lot of credit. I don't think anybody came in this game giving them a chance, and here they are in an 11-point game.
This could turn their season around right now.
All right, so 3rd down and 10. Delia will stay in at running back. Faribault back to throw. Faribault slings it out. Has a man who high pointed, and he may go. Has the 10, and it is a touchdown. Number 8, Bentley Bainey came down with the football. Jumped up and got it, and got into the end zone. So on 3rd down and 10, a 51-yard pass play. And we are back to almost a 4-point game, betting the extra point.
He's only a freshman, that young man.
Pretty tall kid.
Freshman.
Dustin Yarnick went for the pick, and the guy just grabbed it right off him.
Yeah, he's 6'2", is what he's listed at. Bentley Bainey. Connor on to attempt the extra point. So we have ourselves a good ball game going on here from Sargent Stadium.
That's their 2nd timeout that's been
Another timeout on the extra point.
In my opinion, it's a waste of timeout.
All right, so Freddie, here you go. Run down the sponsors.
Okay, here's the people. Roof Rejuve, Senator Wayne Langerholk, Advantage Auto, Mahelko's, Ed DiMartino, DMD, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FX Screen Printing, The Fifth Bar and Grill, Flair of Country, Johnstown Construction, Nico's, FWF, First Team Advertising, John Ponchione, Windber Care, Best Window and Door Company, First Summit Bank, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire, Ponchione Financial, RPM Signs, Advanced Office Systems, DB Homes, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamonds, Beauty Lawn, Memorial Chevrolet, Chan Soon Song Wimber Medical Center, Rizzo's, Cardolino Eye Care, Sporting Good Discounters, TAP 814, Asiagos, Market Basket, Ashbro Landscaping, Vantage Physical Therapy, RNDT, Moore Family Dentistry, Big Dog's Grill.
There you go.
And they're going to go for 2, guys.
All right, they're going to go for 2. 21-16 is your score. They're going to go for 2. So ball at the 3-yard line here. Faribault rolls out to his right. Faribault getting a lot of heat. There's a flag on the play. Throws it into the end zone. And it is dropped. Brock Bepler had it, but there's a flag on the play. And we have another Richland player grabbing the calf. And this may be another cramp. But there is a flag on the play.
It has to be a holding call.
It was strung out. Richland was coming hard, chasing
It's
Faribault.
on the Crushers.
So it is going to be a flag on the Crushers. It should be declined, and this will fall incomplete.
We want to thank these sponsors. We didn't really have a chance to thank them, but we do appreciate their support.
These are all great.
It's getting harder and harder to get them all in 1 minute.
Yep, and we like more.
Yeah, we want more.
We will take every sponsor we can get. Yeah, definitely a cramp here on the sideline.
Stone, you mind if I sit down for a second? Thanks, buddy. I just had permission to sit.
All right, so a little bad news out of Windber, too. Windber just lost their number 1 running back. Hostetler was taken out on a stretcher.
Oh, boy, that's bad.
So we certainly feel for that young man. Hope he's okay.
They're playing Marsdale tonight.
Yeah, they're winning 28-7 at halftime, so they're back into the second half of the game, but Hostetler just got taken off on a stretcher for the Ramblers. Your score here now 21-16 off a 51-yard pass play from Faribault. to Baney.
He never did signal what the penalty was. I'm sure it was holding the.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a holding penalty as well. Richland really was coming after Faribaugh. Trying to catch a number of the young man who's down with what appears to be a cramp. We hope it's just a cramp. Ethan Janidlo. That'll be another big loss for the Rams if it's more than just that. Rams have already lost Evan McCracken in this game.
It's been a tough game, not only score-wise, but injury-wise. Holy cow.
Looks like they're still working on a calf, maybe ready to get him up.
He called holding against Bishop McCourt.
All right, so Ethan Janidlo up and could not put any weight on his left foot.
Yeah, he's still cramped up. They're just trying to get him off the field so they can start.
Yeah. All right, so getting worked on the sideline is Ethan Janidlo.
Boy, what a game of momentum swings, huh?
Oh, absolutely, Sponge.
It's back in favor of the Crushers. Rams got to do something here on offense.
Got any scores for us down there, Sponge?
I didn't catch that.
You have any scores down there?
No, you guys have my phone up there.
Oh, we have Sponge's phone. Okay. All right, so we have a kickoff coming from the Crushers. Connor will kick it away. It is Yarnick and I think Jude Maguera, or maybe Arnold, back deep for the Rams. And this is Yarnick, who strings it out on the 25-yard line. The 30, the 35 is a flag on the play, though. This is probably going to come back. Flag on the play. A lot of flag. Another flag on his sideline. So
I think the two flags were on Richland, but then they hit him out of bounds. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. I think it was going to be a hold on the Rams. And now there's going to be a big penalty on the sideline for a late hit. So Tyrone leading Bald Eagle 28-19. Courtesy of Stone Mangus, so thank you, Stone. That's the score we have, so we're going to give it to you.
Tell Stone if he's going to look up scores, he has to check Homer City.
Well, I was going to say, we need Homer City and United, yeah. Homer City took a big loss last week to River Valley.
That was painful.
Yeah, yeah. .337 remaining here in the third quarter of a really mistake-ridden and penalty-filled game so far.
United is beating Homer Center 33-17.
Oh, so United putting a hurting on
that's painful
on Homer Center, yeah.
It used to be one of our biggest rivals was United. United's co-opted with somebody there. They're co-opted with.
All right, Central leading 28-0 over, or 28-14 over Bellwood.
A lot of good teams in the World Highlands this year, buddy.
So the call was a holding and then a personal foul, and so Richland gets a 5-yard penalty out of it.
Yeah, so they're going to pick up some yardage on this, on a good return by Yarnick. So Bedford leading Penn Cambria Sponge 28-3.
Wow, that's a surprise.
That's kind of a shocker,
Big surprise.
Very, very much of a shocker. Just like we kind of have here, 21-16 your score. Richland leading the Crushers, and what most people would have thought, and probably us too, that just would have been a big Richland victory. But McCort-Carroll playing a very good game here, tough game. As Mala drops back to pass on 1st down and 10. This is Luke Feitel, who gets to about the 45 before he's brought down. So a short gain on the play. Down to 3:17 and counting here in the third quarter. Second down upcoming. Ball on the 44-yard line. Mala with Robertson in the backfield.
3 receivers split to the right. Robinson going over to the right as well. Heavy right.
Mala, quick pass out to his right. That's Yarnick. Yarnick able to miss a tackle, gets over the 50-yard line to 45 before he's out of bounds at around the 40. So first down, Rams. Nice quick out to Austin Yarnick.
Guys, just as he was going out of bounds, the defender punched that ball out.
Yeah, I saw it came out, but as well when he was out of bounds.
They got to start securing that ball a little better.
This is a big score. This score could really put us in good shape.
Yeah, 2:43 remaining here in the third quarter. 5-point game, 21-16 your score, Richland leading. First down and 10, ball at the 40-yard line now of the Crushers. Mala looks to the sideline for the play. This time heavy left. Mala going to throw it out that way, and the ball was looking for Jude McGarrett, but throws it into the ground. Incomplete pass.
I'm in a bad spot here.
It was very close to a backward pass.
That's what I was wondering. Like I said, I'm in a bad spot to see, but I was thinking it might be backward.
Yeah, we don't have the best angle here. If you've ever been to Surgeons Field, which I'm sure many have, the press box is located along the 5-yard line, that's where we are on the scoreboard side of the stadium.
I pretty much have to stay up this end, too. There's no room down the other end.
Yep. All right, so second down and 10. Mala keeps it himself, and Mala picks up a nice chunk of yards over the 35 to about the 34. Bring up third down. So third down and maybe about 3 or 4. Easton Robertson will check out of the game. Jameer Christian will check in. Third down and 3. Going empty backfield here. Mala keeps it himself. And good penetration by the Crushers, but Mala able to find a little room as he dives forward.
He made something out of nothing.
He's going to get close to a first down here. I'm not sure if he picked it up. It's going to be close. It's going to be fourth down and about a yard.
So he made something out of nothing.
Yep.
There's that, he had a pulling lineman coming across the line of scrimmage there, but he made it himself. He did it himself.
Yep, so fourth down and about 1. Easton Robertson will check back in now. So big play in the game here. Fourth down and 1, ball at the 31-yard line of the Crushers, down to minute 19 and counting here in the third quarter. 21-16, Richland leading. And this will be Easton Robertson, and Easton Robertson will pick up a first down as he gets to the 30. So first down, Richland. Lead blocker there was number 84, Gunnar Higgins.
Easton has to pick up the slack. He's going to do a good job. I have a lot of confidence in the young man. I'm sure his dad's very proud of him right now, too.
Are they going to bring the chains out?
Guys.
It looks like he got to the 30. If any of that part of that ball sponge is touching the 30-yard line, this is a first down. And from our vantage point here, granted it's not the best, it looked like he had the 30-yard line.
Crusher coach Tom Smith believes they did not get it.
Well, of course, I'm sure Brandon believes they got it. So we'll find out. Chains are coming out. This is going to be close. We'll tell by the reaction of the players very, very soon. And it is Richland first down. Richland pointing that way. It is a Richland first down.
That's a first down.
Yep. It's always easy to tell the reaction. Just look at the player. I mean, they know instantly as soon as that thing goes down. And the Richland players started jumping up and down and pointing. So first down, Richland.
I heard some commentators talking yesterday on TV about in this age of technology, we're still using change to measure first down.
Very true.
Like we're cave people or something.
All right, clock down to about a minute remaining here in the third quarter. First down, Richland at the Crushers' 30-yard line. Mala going to keep it himself. Mala goes up the middle and gets drilled. Gets back to about the line of scrimmage. So the Crushers getting nice penetration. Second down and 10.
Ethan Janillo is still on the sidelines with those cramps, guys.
Yeah, we hope he gets back in there soon. A big part of this football team. big part of that line, and actually threw a pass earlier in the game. There was a big Richland first down. 2nd down and 10. Mala looking to throw. Well, almost an interception. Boy,
That was over.
Garrett Faribault almost picked it off, and if he did, that was going all the way. So good defense there by the Crushers. Bring up 3rd down and 10. So Richland has to pick up. Well, actually, this is well into 2-down territory.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they call 3rd down and 9. The ball is actually placed at the 29-yard line. So 3rd down and 9. Yornick in motion. Mala rolls out to his left. Has a man and able to keep the catch. That was almost wrestled away by the defender, but I think that's Jude?
Arnold.
Arnold McGarrett comes down away with the ball. I think that was number 8, Bentley
First
Beanie.
down.
Almost wrestled it away, but 1st down, Richland.
And they're coming down the other end, guys. 4th quarter.
Oh, we like that. So that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Richland leading 21-16, and they're going to have a 1st down and 10 at the 15-yard line off the hookup from Mala to Arnold McGarrett. So again, we'll run down our sponsors real quick. Actually, it's not real quick. It's 39 of them.
It's exhausting. It's exhausting.
Yeah, and we want more. So please, if you want to get on board, get a hold of Jim Penna, and he'll give you all the details. So thank you to Roof Rejuve, Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Advantage Auto, Mahalco's, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FX Screen Printing, The Fifth Bar and Grill, Flair of Country, Johnstown Construction, Nico's, FWF, First Team Advertising, John Ponchione, Winbercare, Best Window and Door Company, First Summit Bank, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire, Ponchione Financial, RPM Signs, Advanced Office Systems, DB Homes, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Memorial Chevrolet, Chan Soon Chong Medical Center, Rizzo's, Cardellino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Tap 814, Asiago's, Market Basket, Ashbro Landscaping, Vantage Physical Therapy, RNDT, Moore Family Dentistry, and Big Dogs Bar and Grill.
Great people there. Great service, great food, great service.
Absolutely. Thank you to Mike Zients, who always hosts the Rams after the football games. Does a great job down there at Big Dogs. So thank you, Mike.
Mike's been a Richland supporter for many, many years.
All right, so the ball placed at the 15-yard line of the Crushers. Rams have it 1st down and 10. Just underway here in the 4th quarter, Richland leading 21-16. If you're just joining us, Evan McCracken left this game in the 2nd quarter with an apparent shoulder injury. And inside handoff to Easton Robertson, and Robertson's going to find the end zone.
That's the play.
It is a Richland Ram touchdown. Easton Robertson scored a touchdown on his mother's birthday. We went to Huntington. And now today, a day short of his dad's birthday, scores another touchdown.
That's the play we saw earlier. Said had
it was nice, yeah.
It was right in front of us now. We could actually see it. He spun like he was going to pitch the ball, and then he handed it off.
Little inside handoff, absolutely.
Yeah, the beautiful counter play. Yep. And Easton dove at the end to get in that end zone.
So a 15-yard score from our senior spotlight player, Easton Robertson, puts the Rams back up 27-16, pending the extra point. Ritko puts this kick up. This kick is going to be good. So Ritko.
Yeah, that's the play we couldn't see very well.
Yeah.
Now that it's right in front of us, you can
see
it.
Very nice play. So 15 yards, Easton Robertson finds the end zone for the Rams and puts them up 28-16 with 11:51 remaining here in the 4th quarter.
That was a big score.
And as Easton said, not the size of the man, the size of the heart in the man.
There you go. So, Freddie, they gave us pizza at halftime. How was it?
It was delicious. I don't believe you didn't eat any.
No, you know what? I kind of had a pizza for lunch, and I just kind of wasn't hungry for pizza. So
Sponge was over there. He was at a tree. He was in the hog trough.
I said I think you took a whole pie. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
I saw Freddie eat the whole pie. Stone's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Nope. I only had 39 pieces. I only drank 30 cans. Sponge was indulging.
You got to sneak one out of there if you can, Eddie.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about taking one home. I tell you what, there's nothing better. I don't know if you guys agree, but cold pizza and coffee for breakfast is like the best breakfast ever. I'm just saying.
They didn't say anything about being able to take it to go, right?
No, and actually it's still there. I'm looking at the boxes, and when this game ends, I may head over there and just kind of sneak one away.
Do you have to refrigerate it, or is it good just on the counter?
I always refrigerate. I put it in aluminum foil. You gotta wrap it in foil.
Okay.
Put it in foil. It keeps it real nice. But the next morning, I'm telling you, have your coffee, have a cold piece of pizza. It is amazing.
If it's on the counter all night, will it kill you?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of keeping it out. Some people do. I don't think it does, but some people do keep it out. Yeah.
Let's see what they do with this kickoff. They've been having troubles.
All right, no Rico on to kick it away. And Rico going to pooch this one, trying to find a little spot on the field right about the 15-yard line. Brock Bepler has it. Bepler swings it out to the right side. Bepler tackled. Ball came out. Richland may have it.
Oh, Richland got it.
So Richland may get the ball here. And they do. Richland comes up with Austin Blau, I believe, on the recovery.
Big play.
Blau with the recovery, but Reckner, the wrecking ball.
Carson Reckner. Yeah, Carson Reckner knocks the ball out of Brock Bepler's hands. And so Richland forces a turnover.
Brock had a nice return going there, too.
He did. He cut it up to the right side. Had a nice little crease. Richland did a good job of cracking down, and from behind knocks the ball away. Carson Reckner, and Richland in business after Austin Blau jumps on it. So Richland into Crusher territory at about the 33-yard line. First down and 10.
And they're at our end of the field, too.
We like this. We can see this very, very nice. I do like this. All right, so now Richland. Lots of momentum going here. Oh, and they put the ball in third, but Easton Robertson able to jump on it. So 2-yard loss on the play. Good job by Easton Robertson to jump on the ball at the 35-yard line. Just kind of a bad exchange on the handoff, it appeared.
Richland has very, very few missed snaps.
Yeah, they made a lot of mistakes in this football game as we've gone on.
I was going to say, this game has been
very sloppy.
Austin Blau was out of play. I think he had blood on his hand. He had to go take care of that. He's back in there.
Okay, so Austin Blau back in. They're going to spot the ball at the 34, so second down and 11 as Yarnick goes in motion. Mala back to throw. Little screen play. Easton Robertson able to almost shake the tackle and gets to about the 31-yard line. Number 34 held on to the feet of Robertson, Luke Stevens. And Easton was trying to break free and almost did. So a short pickup. Going to bring up third down.
Officials doing a pretty nice job in this game. I'm just watching you counting how many officials there are. There's 6 out there.
Forest Hills leading Chestnut Ridge 32-26. So good game going on there down in Chestnut Ridge. And Richland shifts their linemen around. Third down and 8. Mala going to keep it himself. Mala tries to go up the middle and stopped as he gets to the 30-yard line. So fourth down and about 7 upcoming. If they kick a field goal from here, Freddie,
too far.
Maybe about a 47-yarder. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. So fourth down upcoming. All set up by the turnover off the kickoff. Brock Bepler fumbled the football. Richland took over, but so far has only picked up 3 yards. So fourth down 7. Bunch formation here on the right. And they're going to go to that bunch, find Austin Yarnick. Good blocking downfield. Yarnick dives. This is going to be close where the first down marker is.
He got it.
And I think he did pick it up. So first down. So good lead blocking out there. Not sure who that was. That Dugan?
That was Dugan Chase out there and Cody Yeager.
So Dugan Chase and Cody Yeager doing a good job blocking. Austin Yarnick able to dive forward and pick up another Richland first down at the 21-yard line of the Crushers. So we're down to 9:27 here in the fourth quarter. Richland leading 28-16 in a game that's been very, very close, Freddie, and very hotly contested.
Yeah, you got to give McCord credit. They've made a game out of this so far. It's not over yet either.
So 9 different
empty backfield.
9 different receivers for Richland have touched the ball in this game. That's a good sign. Losing Evan McCracken, not a good sign. And this is Mala who dives ahead. So we're hoping for the best for Evan McCracken, that maybe he's back next week. Well, we'll find out. But obviously a shoulder injury that he left with.
Big game next week, Forest Hills.
Yep, Forest Hills down at Forest Hills. 2nd down and 5 at the Crusher 16-yard line. Mala back to pass. Mala throws it over the middle on a slant play, has a man. And that is Preston Warner, who had an earlier touchdown catch on a slant play. This one goes for another 1st down to the 5-yard line.
Preston thought he was in the NFL there. Made a sliding catch, got up, and
was gonna run
thought
it
he
in.
was going to waltz in.
All right, so 1st down and goal from the 5. Rams looking to add to their lead. Mala in the shotgun. Mala rolls out to his right. Mala going to keep it himself and takes a hit. And gets back to around the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up a half a yard. Will bring up 2nd down and goal. Tell you that I'm impressed with the Crusher defense up the middle, Freddie.
They filled that hole pretty well there. Nice hit. And I believe it was number 34. Right in front of us.
Mala's been taking some hits tonight, guys.
Yeah, Luke Stevens putting the hit. And we've called his name a couple of times. He's only a sophomore.
They're a very young team.
5'10", 185 pounds. So 2nd down and goal from about the 4.5-yard line. Mala going to keep it himself again. Mala goes up the middle. Mala has a touchdown. So Grayson Mala goes into the end zone for another Richland Ram touchdown.
He's not a freshman anymore, boys.
Now, he's grown up quickly. Now he has to grow up real quick, and he has. I mean, they lost Evan McCracken in the 2nd quarter of this football game, and that was towards the end of the 2nd quarter. Not sure Richland was going to come out, but I tell you what, they've done a pretty nice job. Easton Robertson doing a really nice job. Obviously, Grayson Mala doing a great job. Austin Yarnick, Dugan Chase.
There's nobody you can really focus on.
Ritko on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. Preston Warner also has a touchdown in this game. Arnold McGarrett has a really big catch in this football game. So contributions everywhere across the board, which is what Richland is all about and what they need.
So I'm saying you can't concentrate or you can't focus on one individual. Very, very tough team to be a defensive coordinator and try to prepare for. They do so many things and they do them well. And you just don't know what's coming next. You just can't expect it.
So the score was 14-10 as we came back from halftime. Score now 35-16 Richland.
Yeah, guys, I told you at halftime, Coach Bailey looked calm and cool and like he knew what changes to make at halftime.
That's what I was commenting on. Their locker room is normally very subdued and very educational type locker room. Not like some people would picture it, pomp and circumstance, fire and brimstone.
Yep.
They focus on what they need to do. We have like 5 coaches in the press box with us right now who are feeding information down to the sideline. So it's become a very technical game. But we're still using change to measure first down.
All right. Rico on to kick it away to the Crushers. Back deep are Ferguson and Beppler. And again, we're going to kick it to this sideline. Ball's going to bounce at about the 20-yard line and go out of bounds.
It's close.
He kicked that to me, guys. I was going to catch it.
I think you would have gone all the way, too, Sponge.
Nothing but green ahead of me.
Can you make it that far, buddy? Can you make it that far?
Not sure if Sponge heard that. Freddie want to know if you can make it that far.
Probably not. The knees would be cracking and popping. And
All right, so Richland going to have to kick this one away again. Called a false start. Ball will go to the 35-yard line. This happened earlier.
We have to check out that rule. I think you can take the ball on like the 40, or you can make him re-kick. There's some technicality there.
All right, so Ritko, as they place the ball at the 35-yard line, will re-kick. Shaquille Ferguson is the man that they're trying to avoid. He's already have a 93-yard return in this football game for a touchdown.
He had a big return also, didn't he? When he
almost broke the first one, yeah. But a penalty brought that one back. And Rico going to try it again to this side. Picked up right around the 30-yard line or so. And this time Richland is going to stop the ball carrier right around the 35-yard line. That's number 17, Luke Repko, who had a nice return earlier. And another Carson Reckner down.
Reckner on the tackle again. He's a special teams beast.
Yeah, he may be cramping up a little bit too as he comes off.
Those kicks have been well placed. He's doing a great job of placing the ball exactly where they want it.
Yep, so Carson seems to be okay. Keep an eye on him as he goes to the bench. So Tracy Kinay is unfortunately very, very busy in this game.
Lane Lucas in for Reckner.
All right, first down and 10 Crushers have the ball at their own 34-yard line. 7:38 remaining here in the ball game. Richland leading 35-16. I think it was number 38 now in the bell. Catch number, is that 38 in the backfield? And it's a little flea flicker. And Faribault running for his life and still finds a little crease. He gets away again as Austin Blau gets by him. Faribault cuts it back, and this time caught by McEnany from behind.
What is that?
Along with Arnold McGarwa, but Richland had that flea flicker stopped and had Faribault dead to rights, and Faribault once again just gets away and takes the ball over the 50-yard line into Richland territory, right about the, looks like the 43 or so.
It's almost like a video game.
He's done a tremendous job with his legs. 102 yards rushing for Faribault now.
If Faribault wasn't the starter coming into it, he'll be the starter coming out of it.
Absolutely, certainly is now.
They had no star coming into this game. They did not.
They
were struggling offensively until tonight.
All right, so first down and 10 to the 43-yard line of Richland go the Crushers. Faribault back to throw. Faribault this time sort of loses his feet, and he goes down. Declan Piscatello with the orange shoes.
The orange shoes got him finally.
Takes him down.
You can't get away with that all night, can you? Eventually it's going to catch up to you.
Yeah, Faribault lost his footing, and Piscatello was right there and put him down, so a big loss on the play. Takes the ball all the way back into Crusher territory, right around the 43-yard line.
You have a big play or a big gain or a big loss.
Yep.
That kind of an offense.
So the ball was at the 43-yard line of Richland, now at the 43-yard line of the Crushers. Second down and 24 upcoming, and flags come out on the play.
Timeout.
It'll be delay of game on the Crushers. So the Crushers now are shooting themselves in the foot, and it's going to be second down and 29. Down to 6 minutes exactly here in the ball game. Almost turned out to be a pretty sloppy, penalty-filled football game.
Some exciting plays, though.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of excitement.
All right, Faribault back to pass. Faribault is going to sling this one deep to the left side, and that is Jude McGarra who picks it off.
We flung that one sidearm. Did you see that?
Yeah, he does. He has a little bit of a sidearm motion. Try to sling that one out, and Jude McGarra picks that one off. Richland will take over. I believe the intended receiver is that number 8.
Looked like the rush held off and let him throw, and that's what happened.
Yeah, that was number 8, Bentley Bainey, who they were looking for. Caught a touchdown pass earlier, this time picked off by Jude McGarwa. Rams take over with 5:47 remaining in the ball game, have the ball at their own 26-yard line. Mala in the gun with Easton Robertson set to his right. 3 wide receivers out to the left. Back to throw goes Mala. Quick pass out to the left side. And I believe this is Jude McGarrett who goes over the 40-yard line, picks up a first down for Richland.
His brother Arnold threw him a nice block to spring him there.
One's a sophomore, one's a freshman, right? Is that correct? McGarris.
Jude is...
One's a ninth grader, right?
Jude's a junior.
One's a ninth grader?
Yes. Yeah. Arnold's a freshman.
Yep. What a nice pair of receivers out there.
All right, so first down and 10. Ball now at the 43-yard line of Richland.
They're working
down to
our way
5:23
again.
and counting.
They're working our way again, Ed.
Yep. I like it. I like when it's coming our way.
Oh, I get this.
First down and 10. Mala, another quick throw. Look, and I think Jude maybe took his eyes off the ball and dropped it, so it'll be incomplete pass. Bring up second down and 10. He was looking upfield already.
They need the knockout punch here.
Yeah, 35-16 your score. 5:08 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Duke and Chase checking in, along with Cody Yeager.
You know, a lot of new names out there tonight.
All right, so Yeager will be in the backfield. Second down and 10. This is a handoff to Easton Robertson, and Robertson will get over the 50-yard line to about the 48.
Nice run.
Cody Yeager at fullback. Boy, he had a nice kick-out block there.
All right, so Richland moves the football.
That's strictly power football there.
Yeah, going to bring up third down and about 2, it looks like. So 8-yard pickup on that carry.
Repositioning his backfield if he...
Yep, Yeager stays in as the fullback. Handoff again, once again, to Robertson. Robertson dives over the 40-yard line, first down, Richland. So good lead blocking once again by Cody Yeager. And now Easton Robertson, hopefully he's not shaken up.
He's Easton's best friend right now, his blocker.
Somebody's a little shaken up here.
Preston Warner.
Preston Warner a little shaken up. Richland,
we're definitely getting banged up tonight.
Yeah, a couple injuries. He's being, looks like a leg injury as he's being helped off the sideline. But first down, Richland. Ball at the 38-yard line now of the Crushers. Looking to salt this one away. 4:16 here in the fourth quarter.
It's a ball. It was a good ball game, though. Not good technically, but it was a good game to watch.
Very entertaining football game.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
Yep.
It's not over.
First down and 10, Richland. Staying with the heavy backfield. Fakes the handoff. Mala rolls out and throws it over the head of Cody Yeager. So bring up second down and 10. Want to thank Stone Mangus once again, doing a great job in the booth with us.
He's got all the stats here.
He's got stats. He's got scores. And thank you to Liam Cashdollar, our other student producer.
Ask Stone if next week he's going to have an aux cord for us.
Yeah, so Stone, we got to get an aux cord. Absolutely. Yeah, the aux cord was frayed and actually broke today, so Sponge unfortunately picked up a lot of static down there, but we'll get that corrected. Second down and 10. Mala goes to the short side of the field and gets taken down. Good tackle by number 6 there, Brady Page.
If nothing else, this game should give McCord a lot of confidence going into the next part of their football season because they played some tough teams early.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they've survived this far, so they should be a lot of confidence going into next week's game.
All right, Jameer Christian now checks in.
It looks like Preston Warner's getting checked out for maybe a concussion.
Yeah. All right, so 3rd down and 9. And I think I think the Crushers may have jumped, but they won't throw the flag.
They want to go home.
Yep, 3rd down and 9. Mala looking to throw. Mala has a man at about the 30. Tackled immediately. That was Arnold McGarrow taken down by number 8, Bentley Bainey.
Nice tackle. Nice form tackle.
Their defensive line has played off the ball a little bit because I've seen them jump a few times, but they're not going over the ball because they're off the line a little bit.
There you go. All right, so 4th down and 2. Ball at the 30-yard line of the Crushers. Empty backfield here for Richland. And there they jump there.
They jump that time.
So there they go. That's just as you said that. That was number 51, I believe, that jumped offside. Cooper Steigers jumps off sides, and it should be a 1st down for the Rams. And it is.
You know, Sponge, because even when you say they're off the ball, that makes the freeze work. Even when they're not doing it, it works. Because it causes you to back up a little bit and hesitate a little bit. You're at a disadvantage right away.
That time they jumped on Grayson's cadence and went and made contact with Richland lineman.
All right, so the ball at the 25-yard line now of the Crushers. 1st down and 10 for the Rams. They're doing that bunch formation that worked earlier here with Yeager, Dugan Chase, and Austin Yarnick.
Count how many players are over with the bunch.
Yeah, out here on the right side, Arnold McGarrow alone by himself there on the split far out to the left. Down to 153 and counting here in the 4th quarter. This is Jameer Christian in motion. Actually ran into Mala. And Mala able to pick up a couple yards. But Jameer Christian actually ran into Mala.
Sometimes the quarterback will look over to the bunch to see how many people they have covering the bunch. If the bunch has them outnumbered, they'll throw it. If the bunch is not outnumbered, they'll run the ball. They'll take whatever. They will take whatever you want to give us.
Yep, for sure. 2nd down and 8, ball 23-yard line now of the Crushers.
They have the bunch pretty well covered.
Yeah, this game pretty much decided now. 1:13 remaining on the clock. And Richland may just choose to kind of salt this one away. 2nd down and 8. As Yarnick leaves the bunch and rolls out to the left. Inside handoff to Easton Robertson. Easton Robertson should have another Ram 1st down, and he does as he gets over the 15 to about the 14-yard line. Well, we are down to 48 seconds here in the game.
You take a knee now? What do you think, Ed? Should take a knee?
Yeah, I would take a knee now. With 35
like
seconds left to go, there's no sense. Yeah, so they're going to line up in the victory formation here.
No sense in getting any
Absolutely.
injuries.
Right, we've already had too many injuries tonight. But they're going to snap it back and take the knee that way in the shotgun. And that will do it for the ball game here as Richland takes this one 35-16. Unfortunately, Evan McCracken left this game with a shoulder injury, was taken to the hospital. We'll find out his status as we move along in the week. As Richland will travel to Forest Hills next week, Fred. I know you won't be with us, but you have a really good reason why you're not going to be here next week.
I'll be watching my granddaughter's band perform at a halftime show in New Jersey.
Because if we don't tell people, what happens? Everybody gets worried. If they don't hear...
Yeah, if they don't hear, we're worse.
Seriously, they worry about you, so...
Well, that's good to know that people care.
Yeah, so for one like that, I mean, I walked around the stadium with you. I swear, it was like being with a politician. I mean, yeah, all the handshaking, all the wow. Being with a celebrity.
I mean, there are no babies to kiss, though.
I still see boxes of pizza there, Fred. I may have to hijack one.
Stone's going to do some
Actually, I should have Stone go over there and grab a pizza for me real quick.
Guys, after I grab Coach Bailey, I'm going to try to grab Easton Robertson.
Yeah, Easton had a fantastic football game, a 15-yard run off an inside handoff, dove into the end zone, pretty much put this ball game away at that point.
McCord hung in there for about a good 3/4 of the game, though. You got to give him credit.
This was, like I said, there was a lot of sloppiness in this football game, a lot of penalties. Unfortunately, a lot of injuries went along with it. But, you got to give the Crushers a lot of credit. As you said, boy, they played a really tough game. They really clogged up the middle earlier in this football game and really did not allow Evan McCracken to get off at all. They plugged it up, and you got to give a lot of credit to when they brought in Garrett Faribaugh in at quarterback after the first series. Played a tremendous football game.
And it should give McCort-Carroll a lot of confidence going into the second part of the schedule here. Although I can't remember for sure who they played, but I know they played Bishop Guilfoyle last week, so they played some really tough competition.
Yeah, I'm going to have Stone grab me a box of pizza.
You want to do some stats, Stone?
Grab me a box of pizza.
You want to do some stats?
All right, so we have some stats. Coach Bailey's going to take his team into the huddle, and as they always do after the game, so we won't get to the interview for a while. So, Stone, if you want to run down some stats for us, that's awesome.
Yeah, we'll start with the Bishop McCort-Carroll Crushers, who, again, have to give them a boatload of credit.
Absolutely.
I think you talked to 100 people before this game, and 99 of them would have said, 35-point game, not close. JV teams end by the end of the third quarter, but, it was close the whole game. Garrett Faribaugh went 3 of 10. He had 65 yards. He was the game's leading rusher. He made our front four guys look silly the whole game. They did get in to get him a couple times. I think they had 3 sacks. But he finished the game with 102 total rushing yards. His longest went for 32. And the 3 catches went to Toby Beckett for 4, Luke Stevens for 10, and Bentley Bainey caught a 51-yard ball for a touchdown. And for the Richland side, Grayson Mala finished the game 18 of 26, throwing 295 passing yards. He finished with 2 touchdowns and an interception. His 2 touchdowns went to Austin Yarnick for 21 yards, and Preston Warner, his first touchdown of the season, for 11. The game's leading receiver was Arnold McGurwa. He finished the game with 97 yards. His longest was 76 on that ball that we think it was tipped. Not 100% sure, but he caught it and ran with it, got tackled down around the 7-yard line. And Austin Yarnick finished right behind him with 95 yards. He caught 8 passes. As we said, he caught the 21-yard ball for a touchdown. Jameer Christian got in there. He had a 35-yard catch, resulted in a fumble, but still showing signs of development there. And that is so awesome. We have 3 great freshmen that are going to develop as the season goes on, and that is so exciting, and you wonder what that's going to turn into. This is their first year. They still got 3 years. They got the rest of this year to develop into great football players, and it'll be fun to watch the team develop around them. And as we said, there were a lot of guys that got to touch the ball. McCracken, he had 25 receiving yards. He obviously was taken out of the game second quarter with the shoulder injury in the hospital. We're sending our praise to him, hoping he is okay. Jude McGurwa caught 2. Dugan Chase got in. He caught a 22-yard ball from Ethan Janidlo on a fun little trick play.
And the thing about that, Janidlo coming in and making a really nice play.
That is
true. That was the thing on a 4th down.
Yes.
And they decided to run that play. I caught everybody off guard, and a great pass by Janidlo and a nice catch by Dugan Chase.
And if Janidlo can do that, if that's something that he could put him in to throw a pass, that is a wild card that teams are going to have to think about when you're game planning for these Richland Rams. And as we said, Preston Warner getting in, he had 20 receiving yards. Luke Feitel and Easton Robertson all catching passes. This game kind of gave off, for the first, I'd say 3 quarters, it gave off, Iowa, Northwestern, Big Ten football vibes. Low scoring, really sloppy, not clean football, but, Richland played their version of, SEC Alabama football there in the 4th quarter, and, that'll make everybody feel a lot more comfortable going in the next week.
Yeah, 14-10 was our score, Stone, after the first half. And then Richland comes out and final score 35-16. So,
hey, part of the rivalries game, they nominate a most valuable player, and it was Grayson Mala.
Yep. That's a great pick. Grayson Mala had to put this team really on his shoulders. He was Evan McCracken, who's obviously your spotlight player on offense and really on defense as well. And Grayson Malla, he's impressed me all year. I mean, from the first game we saw him, Sponge even, just looked comfortable running the football. And I think Freddie said when he scored that first touchdown in that first game, right, everything just kind of changed. His whole demeanor changed. And now he's asked to throw the football probably a lot more than maybe we thought. And he is really coming up big. And again, you give credit to his receivers too. Austin Yarnick, Arnold McGarwa, Jude McGarwa.
It's a dangerous team.
Just done a great job, yeah.
Richland is a dangerous team to play. As I said many times, I'd hate to be the defensive coordinator facing Richland.
Yep, can't concentrate on one guy. You got a lot of people you have to account for on that field. And it always makes Richland a fun, entertaining team to watch.
They've been good for years.
Yep,
the
good
last
program.
8 or 10 years, it's a program. It's a total program.
We've been blessed. I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, we've been blessed. We've been having good football teams.
Thank you. We're taking some pictures here from the
all right, Winber
rivalry series, and I actually was handed a hat.
Nice.
Nice, Sponge.
Right place.
Waiting for the huddle to break and Sponge to get his interview with Coach Bailey and hopefully Easton Robertson as well. And again, our thoughts and our prayers are with Evan McCracken as well. It looked like a shoulder injury, taken to the hospital. We hope he's going to be okay and hopefully not lost for the season. And
he's such a fun guy. He's missing a couple games. That's what's going to.
That's absolutely right. It's about his health, and that's really all it's important.
I was talking to Ralph DeMarco, the AD down here, and he's also a radio man down here. He said these kids in McCort are getting better every week, and I believe him. They're much improved.
Just waiting for the huddle to break. And again, next week we're going to be, I'm not sure what the final score of the Forest Hills game was. That was it was a tough game going on. I think Forest Hills was winning 32-26 the last time we checked. So Chestnut Ridge 38-31 now over Forest Hills. Forest Hills coming off a loss to Penn Cambria last week. So in the fourth quarter, that game goes. So
Penn Cambria was losing tonight also.
Forest Hills came in at 2-1, and we will see them next week at their field. Actually, looking forward to doing a game there. I've never done a game there.
You get fed there too.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you got me.
All right, yep. Coach Bailey.
Is coming.
Yep.
Coach, you lose your best player, your leader, first half. It's 14-10. What are you thinking?
It's unfortunate, but you have to just think like the next guy up, and having the best, and hopefully gets good results from his test. But Easton Robertson, it's your time, man. We believe in you, and you had a great game. Other guys had great games. I to the kids in the huddle, this is the stuff that's football's about, and playing as a team. And it's kind of corny, but it's going to make them good fathers someday. It's going to make them good employees someday, and they're very proud.
I know you say you don't look forward to next week, but it's kind of circled on your calendar. Your dad is being rededicated out at Forest Hills. What's that going to be like?
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, it's kind of a dual thing for me. Obviously, we're going to be 4-0 Sidman. Big game for us. Emotional coming in, and his family and my family, all my kids will be there. It's not often where somebody names a building after you. It's kind of special, and he earned it. He was a great mentor for me, and I'm excited that's what he's honoring him in that way.
If you keep this up, they may have a building after you in Richland someday. What do you think?
I'm just trying to get to next Friday.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Good job, Sponge, as usual. You may want to get a little closer to us, Sponge, because we're kind of microphone is breaking up a little bit. So if you want to bring Easton, if you can, maybe a little closer to the 30-yard line, we'll get a little better reception on there.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, not your fault at all, man.
Did you hear it, Coach?
Yeah, heard him pretty good. It's broke up a couple of times. I thought maybe a little better if we just get a little closer to the 30. But if we can grab Easton Robertson, would be awesome to interview him. Happy birthday once again to Ryan Robertson. I'm not sure. I think we'll give him 29 years old tomorrow. Yeah, 29. All right.
29.
It looks like someone from the paper has them both. So they were thinking the same thing we were thinking.
All right, so Stone, you want to run down some scores here real quick? There's some things going on in the Laurel Highlands. Run down some scores.
Yeah, some things to watch. Central Cambria won 20-0 against Johnstown. They moved to 3-1 in the season, so it'll be interesting to see as the season goes on as they play, better quality of teams, how they fend in the LHAC. Central, they're beating Bellwood Annis 41-20 in the fourth quarter. As we said, Forest Hill's our opponent next week. They're losing 38-31 in the fourth quarter out in New Paris against Chestnut Ridge. And then some scores from the ICC. Winburn beating up on Myersdale 38-7. Purchase Line up on Northern Cambria 36-20. And North Star up on Tussey Mountain 41-14.
Oh, it looks like Sponge maybe will be able to grab Grayson Malla here as he works his way over. So,
All right, guys, you ready?
Yep, go ahead.
First, I have Grayson Malla. He had MVP of this game. Hey, you guys are down. First half, Evan goes out. What are you thinking?
Hey, I'm thinking next man up. Easton Robertson right there, man. I'm going to give all that to him. I talked to him in the half when we were in there. I said, hey, man, Evan's hurt. That's a big player. That's a big player on our team, but we got it done, man. I told him he was up next, and he did what he had to do.
You had a pretty good game yourself there. You're coming around as a freshman, looking great, running hard, man. You like to run?
For sure. Oh, I love it, man. Everybody was saying, oh, it's going to be a huge difference from junior high. It is definitely a difference, man, but that doesn't stop me, man. I run as hard as I can every single play.
Great game, Grayson.
See you next week. Yes, sir.
Easton,
Hi.
you were my senior spotlight tonight, and your quote was, "It's not how big the man is, but how big the heart is."
Samuel 16:7. For Samuel 16:7, I love that Bible quote. It's not about how big the man is, it's about the size of his heart.
Great, you stepped up tonight, showed your heart. That was a run. You jumped in there, you dove, you got it in the end zone.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, just great job by the line, blocking. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better.
Next man up. That's what you got to do in football.
That's the mantra right there.
We're gonna hope Evan's okay, but if not, you'll be ready, right?
You bet.
All right. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, good job down there, Sponge.
It's really incredible how Grayson Malla carries himself and the way he speaks.
That's the first time I've heard that young man talk. I'm actually very, very impressed with that interview. Yeah, just wow. That's all I can say. Very impressed.
You put that transcript, and if you don't know who that is talking, you're thinking that's a seasoned veteran.
You know what I heard there?
What did you hear?
Leader.
And that
seriously,
he that says something that a freshman
goes in the locker room and just says, "Listen, dude, you're it."
And that's huge.
That's great.
That's huge. And again, the development of this program, they've done a fabulous job, through the Rockets again, with that East Hill sponsored spotlight that the Sponge read off, and Grayson Malla. What can you say? I mean, he's speechless.
Yep.
He's a great kid, and really, really looking forward to how the rest of the season unfolds for him.
All right, so let's wrap it up. We'll give headset back to Freddie. We're going to wrap up this game. Freddie, your final thoughts as Richland goes to 4-0. Next week has to go to Forest Hills and have to deal. I mean, it's going to be
emotional.
It's going to be emotional. I mean, you're right. They're gonna honor Don Bailey, and the emotions that go into that. And how does Richland respond coming into that football game?
It's been a great rivalry over the years, just like the McCort has been a great rivalry. So it'll be interesting. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be there. That's my.
Yeah.
I really am, but I have other commitments to make, and I have other kids to worry
It's
about.
awesome for you, and we're glad you're going to see your family.
I think it's a good springboard for. I think it makes our kids realize we're not invincible. We have to play good football every week. Anybody can beat anybody in this league. And we have to continue to just strive to get better every week.
Yeah, and I think we've said that before. Adversity sometimes is a good thing because as they move on, Fred, let's face it, they're going to. I mean, hopefully we're in the playoffs. If you've never been behind before, or if you've never played a close game before, and all of a sudden you're thrown into that, you don't know how you're going to react.
And they're going to have some good competition coming up in the second half of the season.
Absolutely.
The games I'll be interested in seeing. I'll be back for the home games second half of the season. I think we have Clearfield coming in.
Yeah, Clearfield will be in. We have Chestnut Ridge coming in.
So we have a tough part of our schedule coming up.
Yeah.
And with these injuries, it's going to mean some other kids are going to have to step up and accept the challenge, like Coach Bailey said. Accept the challenge. It's your turn. It's your turn.
Yep. So on that note, we'll get ahead and step away here. So it's from Sargent Stadium, your final Richland 35, McCort-Carroll Crushers 16. We hope you join us next week as the Rams take on the Forest Hills Rangers at Forest Hills for a very emotional game. Going to be honoring Don Bailey. So until then, have a great week, everyone. On behalf of the Sponge, Brian Brett, the coach, Fred Yanity, for Stone Mangus, our student producer, Ahmed DiMartino, we say thank you for listening. Hope to see you all again next week. You have been listening to the Richland Ram Football Network.